Welcome to the stage where hearts unfold in the morning glow, stories untold. Let's play with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently salt. Let's paint with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. A symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair. Let's sow seeds of unity, watch them grow in this garden of hope under the morning glow. Let's bridge the gaps, erase the line in the tapestry of hearts that love shine. With every word, a step we take towards a brighter dawn for all our sake. Welcome to the morning glow, where dreams take flight in this realm of possibilities. Let's unite, together we stand, hand in hand, healing the nation across the land. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Got a great broadcast lineup for you this morning, as I hope and I pray that we always do. I'm not important, just a question asker. My name is Raheem Ajme out of Atlanta, Georgia. But I got my brothers from another mother, but we got the same father. First on the line is Badger. Good morning, Badger. How you doing this morning?
Oh man, thank you, Yahweh, for another beautiful day you've given us.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Mr. Donald Toussaint. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, hey,
Well, I love the energy. You're a little bit. It's a little bit low, but I love the energy, though, brother. You brought your energy this morning with you. I certainly appreciate it. And good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? I see y'all coming in. I definitely appreciate you. Huh?
I got a raggedy prescription earpiece that's raggedy.
It's okay. It's
Put
okay.
your head mouth.
Hey, look, don't bad mouth. It's still working, though, brother. It's still working. That's all right. It's still working. We still hear you. I got a scenario we're gonna start off with this morning. And Tucson, I'm gonna start off with you. Let me see who that is. Niece, good morning. Good morning. Um, you Tucson, you ready for this?
You gonna see? Yeah.
Every time, and this is a young lady. She had this issue and she wanted some help with it. I don't know her. Just for the record, I don't know who she is, or I don't know her from a can of paint. So I don't know her or the situation. But I've seen this situation before, but I don't know her. Okay. Every time my niece and nephew comes over, they break something. My sister don't think that they are bad, but they're all over the place. They're very active. They're all over the place. I told her that when they come over and they break something, it costs me money. It costs me money. And I also told her that every time they come over and they break something, either one or two things can happen. Either one or two things can happen. Either she's going to pay for it, or she have to keep them from out of my house because I can't afford to just let them continue to come over and break stuff. She wants to know, am I wrong? Now that's her niece and nephew now, her sister children.
the last part you said.
She's
Last.
she said every time it have to be two things. Say one or two things have to happen. Either she got to pay for every time they break something. Either she got to pay for it, or she have to keep them out of her house. Is she wrong? She said, "Am I wrong?"
3 words. You said 3 words right here.
Am I wrong?
That's the children. Michael Jackson had a song for the kids, not my song.
Yeah.
You children at home. We're gonna fix it. Love you. We said love you for your family. But you keep your children at home until they know how to do something. When they go up to other folks' house, paying up stuff. Simple and straightforward. No. Can they come? I gotta take them with you. Well, no.
Now, hold on. Now,
That's
that's your little niece and your little nephew. Now, you love your little niece and nephew now.
They can be my grandchildren.
Wow.
I had a preacher friend. He decided to come by the house. He was said he was passing through. And his little son, when he was just active, jumping all over the furniture. He said, I would just pass through. I said, next time you do that to me, I'm gonna ask you to do it with my birthday. So she like,
the Lord.
Passing through by my house when I live on a dead end street.
You ain't passing through.
Possible. Aiming to come through. Uninvited. Don't you do that again. Don't you do that again. You ain't called, you ain't text.
Yeah.
Try it again. See what happens. That's not what you're to do. You know, my hands, I don't tap my car, I don't tap my furniture. I don't tap what's mine. And I'd be doggone if I let somebody else add up or their children.
Yeah. And she said that either one or two things can happen. Either you're gonna keep them at home, just like you said, or when they break something, you got to pay me for it. Pay me for it. Whatever I paid for, you pay me for it. I'm going to get me another one.
She ain't gonna pay you. Because if you say that every time they come by the house, they break something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why can't the mother? Why can't her sister see that these kids are bad?
You know they are. That's her children. Baby kids. She baby.
Wow.
You didn't know they can't come by me. You know, they can't ride in my car because every time they ride in the car, they got chips and cookies all in the seats. No.
Yeah.
No. I'll come see you. Let me tell you something right here. This is just me. You know, when people come to your house, it is possible that they leave their spirit there.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know how to do your kids, but every time they got their friends or somebody, the kids will come, they decide they're gonna act up. Well, Johnny, they didn't know. People in the house, right? Simple.
Wow.
It's easy. Matter of fact, you you don't come in.
Mm.
Love yourself, but
Wow. Let me go to Badger. Badger, what do you say to this, man? Every time the kids come over here, they break something. And I told my sister, man, and this is a young lady talking. She said, I told my sister that you know, one or two things can happen. Either you're gonna keep them at home and not bring them over here, or every time they come over here and break something, you have to pay me for it. You got to reimburse me for what they do. These kids are bad. I don't understand why you can't see they're bad. And she wants to know, is she wrong for thinking that way, Badger?
And these scenarios are always so bloody hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's
People
never
send them
enough
to her.
details.
Well, the details is that them children breaking stuff, and she wants to either be
Um,
reimbursed for them kids come. Say every time she said, now I don't know if she's stretching a little bit when she said every time, but she said every time they come over they break something. Every time they come over they break something.
See,
And
I'd want to ask that person quite a few different questions, to be
mm-hmm,
honest.
mm-hmm,
um, First off, I'd ask about how her and her sister's relationship is.
mm-hmm.
And is this a situation where the sister is having a really hard time?
But
Uh, um,
I would think that the relationship is decent. I'm not going to speculate and say it's the best, but it's decent because she is coming over to our house. And if my relationship with somebody ain't good, you ain't coming to my house. You ain't, nah. I see
um,
you when I see you, but you ain't got to come to my house.
and second question would be, um, are the kids struggling with anything?
Hmm.
Because a lot of like family dynamics that I deal with a lot, because I deal with mental health, there's normally a lot more going on when those kinds of situations happen.
Hmm. At whose expense though, Badger? Because if every time they
Um,
come over to the house they breaking something, that's at the sister's expense. She's having to go out there.
oh,
She having to go out there and and rebuy what she's already worked so hard to buy in the past. Now she got to go buy it again. So at whose expense?
so when, oh man, so what I'm doing right now is if I was in that situation, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'd I'd be paying attention to the sister and figuring out, is this a situation where my sibling is not parenting? Is this a situation where there is a mental disorder going on? Um, and is this a situation where um, I need to make a choice to be vigilant
Mm-hmm.
and acknowledge the situation and help the best that I can,
Mm-hmm.
and still figure out how to um, teach accountability to the kids while also helping my sister all at the same time.
That's good. That's good. But Badger, let me put this out there on the table as well. Some people, not everybody, but some people like have expensive taste. They have very expensive taste, and in that expensive taste, they buy expensive things. And they some people say, you pay you can pay for something one time, and you can pay for it over and over again. I mean, if you buy something cheap, it's going to break. You have to go out there and buy something more expensive anyway. So I'd rather go out there and buy something that costs a little more, that's going to last, instead of having to buy it over and over again. With that being said, you spend more money for the quality stuff. You spend more money for it. And
So,
if every time the kids coming over, they're breaking something that you spent a lot of money for. So how deep do you let that? How deep does that hole go?
if if let's say I'm aware of the situation and it's one of the two, the sister isn't being a very good parent, or the kids are dealing with some kind of mental health issue,
Hmm.
I'm acknowledging that this is the situation. So if I know these kids need extra attention, I'm going to be putting my stuff up if they're coming over. Because I'm going to acknowledge the situation. I've come across a lot of adults that have an expectation that a child has to be perfect. And I don't know if this is that kind of situation either. So that's why, like, sometimes scenarios are hard for me, because I've seen multifaceted situations, and details are important to me when it comes to these kinds of things, because
you have some people that will say, and I understand your point, and it does make sense what you're saying, but you got some folks that say, I'm not gonna do all this stuff in my own house, man. Having every time you come on there, I gotta rearrange my whole house and put this up and put that up. Then when you leave, I gotta put it back. Man, I'm not moving every time you come over.
and
Control your children.
don't invite them over.
Sit down. Sit
Depending on what the situation is, don't invite the kids over.
Yeah, and that was
take them to a park instead. If you really want to spend time with them, take them to a park where they're not, the stuff in the house isn't at risk. You don't have to have them in your house. There are always alternatives.
That's an option. That's certainly an option. Tucson, what do you say to that?
Why would I? I'm understanding, and I thank you, Badger. You're very kind and considerate, and that's tremendous.
Hey, Donald, can you speak up a little bit?
Hey, Tucson, it's a little low. It's a little low, brother. He said he can't hear you either.
Okay. I said, thank you, Badger. You're kind and considerate, because there may be some issues across the board. Let's just say. That's why they have help agencies. What is the Boys and Girls Club? They can go there.
Wow.
But you think that I'm going to put away my stuff? I ain't jumping through the loops. But nobody. I mean, I might be cool. I might be a funny kind of fellow. But you mean to tell me I'm going to park my car in the backyard because they come and scratching my car? They just don't care. They ride the bicycle and they just bump into the car. I ain't doing that too much. Nope. Well, I better move the car. Here they come. Yep. Is that what I'm going to do? Oh, I got China. Some people they keep their table set, not for eating, just decorations.
Yeah.
They set the table. The table is set. Oh, let me put the plates and the cups and the spoon and the forks. I'm just teaching, that this is how a table is supposed to be set, and it's a decoration piece. When the company comes over, they don't eat with it. Then they got people like that. They don't eat on them plates. They're just for that. They got people that have decorative towels in their bathroom.
Yeah.
It's not for you to wipe your hands. When company come, I put them up.
Yeah.
They're nice for you, but they're not for when you finish changing the oil in the car. Don't wipe your hands on my towel, says the wife.
Yep, and mean it.
But here them kids come. They've been playing in the mud, and here they come. They don't even stop at the door. They just run through the house. Now you gotta clean the car. Let's have a talk.
Yes.
Do we need to do something? Is there anything that you need to help you with your kids that's disorderly? Oh, okay. I understand that young Johnny has some challenges. But that's why there are health agencies that help families with their kids. I mean, we can go to let's see if we can find somebody with child development skills. If there's some mental issues and stuff like, let's find some help. What you think I'm going to cover my sofa? Oh, I let me cover the sofa. Here they come.
I have a question for Tucson.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm coming to you. Oh, go ahead. He said, go ahead.
Go ahead, ask me a question.
Does any of this fall under Matthew chapter 4?
Oh.
I don't know. I ain't quoted that scripture. I ain't quoted that scripture. Let me find Matthew chapter 4. Read it.
It's like the temptation stuff.
Okay. Ain't got nothing to do with temptation. Right. Let me say something. Let me. I don't do everything right, but let me share something. I love God and His Word and His people. I go to sometimes extreme to help people that don't like me. They put me out of a community that I won't leave because they need something. Look beyond me. But I don't come out of my pocket. Sure don't. Not man nickel. Now, I put gas money to get there. But I don't come out of my pocket to feed people. No, I don't. There are agencies that are there. We don't have to be Jesus. Let me find what verse you talking about, Badger. I'm just curious, right here. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's not a Badger and I'm sorry. Take your show by here. You do that. I'm just saying.
Do you have that scripture available, Badger?
Oh no, it's just referencing the chapter itself, not a particular verse. You know, because like remembering how Jesus approached children, and then thinking about how sometimes material things can get really important to us. And where's the line of when we put material before the children?
Okay.
You get where I was trying to go?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. What, Tucson, you want to address that?
Okay. I don't know if that's. I'm still looking at Matthew chapter 4, and I can't find what you're talking about. But let me just go where the best I can. There's some of the little children that come unto me. That's not there. I don't think it. I forbid them not, for such is the kingdom of heaven. He also said somewhere else that there's a way, I'm paraphrasing, that we treat children better. If you mistreat one of these children, it's better that you put a milestone about your neck and be cast into the sea. We got to be careful how we treat people, especially children and elderly. Some kind of way, God is really concerned with them people. Did I say something wrong?
Hey, Tucson, let me jump in there for a second. Let me jump in there just for 1 second, Tucson. Somewhere I read where it says something, and I may be paraphrasing a little bit here. Raise a child in the way that they should go, and they will not depart from it. If you're raising these children to go into people's houses and be disruptive, break and tear up their stuff, and not have any order or self-discipline in themselves, they're going to continue in that path. And so I would think that you would want to raise your children in a way. And when I say you, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking, and not even this young lady here. But I would think that you will want to raise your children in a way where they'll be more respectful of people's stuff, materials, and be respectful of the places in which they go to. You go into your aunt's house. and you're tearing up stuff every time you go. Where and when does that pattern stop? Because if it does not stop, you're gonna have some unruly children that's going to continue to be unruly. Go ahead, Tuzar.
Yeah, Raheem, I mean, see what we do is we wait till 5 to start training up a child in the way that he should go. Not 1, not 6 months, not 3 months.
Yeah.
When they start moving around, when you notice they're able to roll over, that's warning signs. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
They're heading somewhere. When they crawl and they start grabbing on stuff, that's training time. All of these things, like you think it's cute when they're making their first step, that's training time. Training up a child in the way they should go. Wait a minute, don't grab that. I don't know how you gonna stop him from doing it, but that's the time to stop. Okay, little Johnny, you wanna get the fork and put it in the socket? You're gonna have to make it. The parent has to make a choice at that time. I know, and I got this word that defines sometimes our actions. I'm not saying anybody's like that, but I call it superficial spirituality. We always, and I know we're supposed to live by God's word and His direction and His instruction, but His word is full of instructions. And then sometimes don't omit the Old Testament, because you watch out in the Old Testament. If Israel had unruly children, they'll take them children out and stone them so that they wouldn't have no evil in Israel. I might have paraphrased it, but go check it out. It's in there. I promise you it is. So what we do is we get our children while before you better get them before you read to them in the womb, talk to them, sing to them, whatever you got to do. You got to start dealing with the child before he even gets here.
Yeah.
And along the way, don't think it's cute when the first time. Watch what you say in front of them, because they're like sponges. If you cuss them, you're raising a cussing child.
Exactly.
You're talking about folks in front of your children, you watch. I don't have to worry about how people feel about me. I just go to their children.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
They're going to tell you
how the parent feels about you based on how the children come to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And children are honest.
Oh, yeah.
My mama said, you stink.
Yeah. Mama said she don't like stand too close to you. Should I move back? Why? Because Mama said not to get too close to you. Your breath ain't fresh.
Mama said your breath stink.
Yeah. Wow.
The children are honest.
You sure will. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Annie from Mississippi. Good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, great morning, God morning to everybody.
Good to have you, sis. Got a scenario, and I want to hear your heart on this scenario. I think I know already, but I want to ask you. I want to ask Annie from Mississippi. It's 2 sisters, right? 2 sisters. And one wrote this letter. Now, for the record, I don't know them. I don't know them at all. Every time my niece and nephew comes over to my house, they break something.
Wait, Rodney, wait. I can barely see you.
Okay. Every time my niece and my nephew come over to my house, they break something. My sister don't think that they're bad. I told her that when they break something, it costs me money. It costs me money every time they come over and break something. That either she's going to do one or 2 things. Either she's going to keep them at home, or she's going to pay every time they break something. She got to, because I have expensive taste. And every time they break something, it costs me a lot of money. And so either she's going to do one or 2 things. She's either going to keep them at her house, or when they come over here, when they come over here and they break something, She gonna pay me for it. And she wants to know, is she wrong for thinking about her niece and nephew that way?
No, Rodney. I mean, I don't like bad kids in my house. I don't like kids in my house, period. Especially if you're bad. You know, I ain't gonna say cute. I ain't gonna say that. But if your kids are very, move around a lot and such stuff, keep your kids at home. Yesterday, my the sister was telling me about her son's wife just got married. Her daughter-in-law, her children, nieces on her, just keeping her family. How she brought her little girl back with her
Rosebreaker, good morning.
to spend 2 weeks for the summer in Montgomery. And she was telling me how the girl was she laughs, she steals, she does stuff, blaming all the other kids. And she's always eating stuff in the refrigerator, doing stuff. My nerve will not let me deal with it right there. Because you bring your kids to my home and they break something, you can better believe you're going to pay for it. Not keeping it home. I don't like kids that always into something. I don't have the time for it. My nerves ain't good enough for it. I just can't deal with it. So that means me got to let you put in my house. And don't you come at all either. The kids coming over, they got to come with you. Then you stay at your home and I'll stay at mine. Because I can't deal with no kids in my house doing stuff. I can't do it.
Now, Annie, that's your niece and your nephew. Now, you love your little niece and your little nephew. Now, you love them now, Annie.
I love my sister and brothers. The half of me don't even know where I live in.
Okay.
I can love you from my house. I can send you a Christmas gift in the name.
Wow.
But you ain't got to come to my house and do stuff. I mean, the older I get right here, the less drama I'm going to deal with. Yeah. I'm going to be 60 years old in 2 months. The older I get, the less drama I am willing to put up with. I'm not going to do it. Life is too short. People dying every day. So I'm going to live my life until God calls me home. And I'm not going to be stressed out, over stuff that I don't have to be stressed out over. So if that means me staying in my little shell across the other side of the ocean, I'll be in my little shell.
Wow. Badger, talk to me.
I mean, that's why I was just bringing up the Bible. Because, what is the way to handle it? Is it really a cut and dry situation, or is there a lot more going on? So it's hard for me to just give a direct answer because there's not enough information.
Well, based on what's being said and based on what's written in the letter, what should she do, Badger? Because that is her niece and her nephew, and that is her sister. So based on the facts that we have, and we can only based on the facts that we have, should she have this conversation with her sister, or should she just allow them to keep coming over until they grow into themselves, and just deal with whatever it cost her? Because she said in the letter, she said it cost me every time they come in and they break something. It cost me. That part right there is the part that I don't want to overlook as well, because she said it cost her money.
Well, it's like I said, I would think a conversation would be had. And then it boils down to, how did the sister respond? And how are you responding in that situation?
I mean, you walk around the corner. You walk around the corner in your living room or wherever it is, and there's one of your expensive vases, or like Tucson said, some of your china is on the floor broken.
Well,
it wasn't broken when they got there. It wasn't broken because you walk through your house. Your house, and you walk around the corner, and there it is on the floor.
Any kids that come to my house, be it my sibling's kid or a friend's kid or whatever, I'm fully aware of how their kids behave. So, and I'm taking accountability, letting them come into the house, knowing how that kid behaves. So if this is a situation where another parent, asked me to help them out with a child that has some struggles, I'm going to know to put certain things up
Mm.
if I'm going to let them in my house.
That could become work though, Badger. That could become work right there. You know, every time they come over, you gotta
Um,
pick and choose. Let me put this up here. Let me move this. Oh man, there go my china. Let me take my china off the table. Oh, this stuff. Oh, them vases that I got from when I went to France. Oh, let me move them because I know they'll tear them up. That could become work, man.
I it, I have a mentality personally.
Mm-hmm.
I will put kids first.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
and that's just my personality type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm used to dealing with kids that have struggles and different things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I behave accordingly.
Okay.
And I work hard to help parents find resources and different things of that nature. And it's doesn't I don't having something get broken is it gets broken.
Mm-hmm.
Materials can be replaced. And if I don't want to replace it, I don't. I
Okay.
don't I don't my mental's different in these kinds of situations.
Okay.
I've seen too many
It
kids
is.
get ignored and overlooked and thrown to the side
But see,
because of whatever issue. So, like I said,
you were doing
personally,
good. You were doing good, Badger. You were doing real good. But when you said that ignored part, they're not getting ignored. As a matter of fact, they're getting a lot of attention because they're walking around breaking stuff. They're not being ignored. It's just that they're. I don't think that they're being the attention that they're getting is proper attention
so
because if they continue to do that, if they continue to, they're not being ignored.
okay, hold on,
I
wait. Let me explain my usage of ignored.
mm-hmm,
If you just let them run rampant,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
You're ignoring the need to create a foundation.
mm-hmm. So it's bad parenting.
That could be what the situation is.
Mm. Okay, okay.
So like that's why I said like yes, I'm doing my best to take what you have put up front,
Mm-hmm,
but I also have a lot of experiences working with kids that have different struggles and things of that nature.
mm-hmm,
So I have that perspective going in my mind at the same time, and it's if you are communicating with your sibling, which I hope they are, especially if you're, allowing the kids to come over and all that kind of stuff, there's a missing portion of this.
mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, even if the kids are having struggles, I've seen other family members straight up think that the parent of a mental illness child is lying,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
will not
We,
acknowledge
we,
or
we're going
accept
down.
what their struggle is.
Okay, now
So
we're going down a different alley. Now we're going down a totally different road now, though, with where we are now.
yeah,
I
the
understand what you're
situation
saying.
needs to be like there needs to be some introspection on the person that
Mm-hmm.
has the issue, and a communication thing needs to be had to figure out if these are truly just kids that don't have a foundation
Mm-hmm.
or there is something deeper going on. And at that point, are they getting all the help that they can get? And like, I don't, I'm not good at surface level thinking.
Mm-hmm. And see, so somebody just said that that
Surface level.
no, no,
I,
it's not.
not you, Donald.
Okay, but see, my thing is right here, and somebody said that is a deep level of denial. They say that's a deep level of denial, not wanting to acknowledge the fact that the children are the ones is being bad, and they said it could. And somebody else said it could be bad parenting. Say it could be bad parenting, and so that's just what the people that are listening are saying. Cassandra Alexander Green, good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra, now see, I'm glad that you called in too because I know you like expensive things. You have an expensive taste. Not saying everybody on here don't, but I know that you do. And this is a letter that was submitted. I don't know these people, don't know them at all. Two sisters. She said, I'm gonna read it. Every time my niece or nephew comes over, they break something. My sister don't think that they are bad. I told her that when they break something, it costs me money. She said every time they break something, it costs her money. And she could do either, the sister told the other sister, she could do one or two things. Either pay when they break something or keep the kids at home. And she wants to know, is she wrong for thinking that way?
Absolutely not.
Now that's her niece. That's her niece and nephew, Cassandra.
Because you saying every time they come over.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
So more than one child.
Yes, two of them. Yeah, it's two, little boy, little girl.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. We're not doing that. Keep your children at home. Or if they come to my house and they break something, then that is just right. It has nothing to do with anything, nothing else.
But that's family.
That is just what is right.
That's family, Cassandra. That's family.
I don't care if my sister, I don't care who it is. If your child is coming over and breaking things at my house, and I work with children with behavioral health issues. Mm-hmm. No, ma'am. No, sir.
Yeah.
You need to be responsible as a parent. So she is not wrong on any level. Mm-hmm. Don't even try to make her look wrong. Come on now. Anybody on here that know anything about dealing with children with behavioral health issues, no. Either you need to leave your children at home if they are that destructive. Mm-hmm. And it's more than one of them. And they're that destructive, or you need to pay for anything that they break. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, this isn't even rocket science. This is like, now this is just surface stuff right here. Mm-hmm. You break it, you know how when you go in the store and it says, you break it, you buy?
Yes.
You buy it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the exact concept that you need to have, the idea that you need to have for your destructive children. No, you can't even, I wouldn't even put that on my sister or make her feel like she's wrong because she wants me to pay or leave my children home. You have two options.
Yeah. Now, Badger put a great point out there, and this is an option as well. He said that if you know they're coming, move your stuff around. Just put it in a way where they can't get to.
I'm not changing my house around for no dang on children. Are you kidding me?
God almighty.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna rearrange my now listen, if you're talking little babies that may be crawling around, that's something different. But you're talking children that are old enough to know better, and you tell them don't touch or whatever. Oh no, I will not be remodeling my house. Mm-hmm. Rearranging my house every time your child decides they want. Okay.
Hey, I'm going to go to Captain Leonard, but Tucson, we struck a nerve that time, didn't we? Tucson.
I wish, yeah. You come to the house and you fixing tea, Cassandra, and you got your water boiling, and you go in the back room, come back, and they didn't cut the fire off.
Lord.
Oh man, we're not going like that. What in the world? What kind of jacked up stuff is that? No, you don't do that. You're sending that child a message, a clear message. No, you're not moving. Okay. I don't know.
Cold water on your egg sandwich.
Well, y'all rough. Y'all rough. I'm just gonna say it like that. Y'all are rough, man. Captain Leonard, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Raheem, and the Morning Glow family.
Now, I reached out to Leonard this morning because I wanted to hear Leonard's opinion on this right here. I reached out to him. I said, look here, Leonard, go on call in, man. Go on call in. I want to hear your input on this. And I do. What do you do, Leonard? That's your sister now. And what do? No, I'm not going to say you. Well, I will say that. The sister said, I'm not gonna say your sister, but
Okay, right.
The sister said that every time her niece and nephew come over, now they little kids, they break something later. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit. I'm not reading it directly off the thing, but say every time they come over, they break something. And she got expensive taste, and so when they break something, it costs her money. It costs her money. And she said that she told her sister that one or two things: keep them at home, your house, in your house, so you can break whatever they want to break. Or when they come over here, if they break something, you're gonna pay for it. And she wants to know, Linda, is she wrong? Is she wrong for thinking that way? Talk to me, brother.
I mean, what's wrong about it?
I'm asking you the question, brother. I'm the question asker. You be the answerer. Talk to me.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it at all. First of all, a mistake is a mistake. Let's get that out there. A mistake is a mistake. People make mistakes.
But every time they come over, it's a mistake.
But now every time that's a different problem. Them kids are not well behaved. And so you have to step in. It's your house and your things. That's my first concern, my house and my things. So why wouldn't you be responsible? That's one, for things that your child do. Because if your child causes the damage, then it's your responsibility. Now, every time you come over, there's a problem. Because if you're my sister and you bring your kids over, I'll make your kids sit down and don't move till you get ready to leave.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think about it. Don't bring them by here no more.
You sit right here and you sit right there, and that's where y'all got to do the bathroom.
And I wish you would get up.
Yeah.
I'll whip you and your mama.
Wow. See, now that I ain't go that far with it, Leonard, but go ahead, brother.
But I don't play about things like that. An accident is an accident. I mean, come on, everybody have accidents.
Oh yeah.
But when you know kids have behavioral problems, you have to adjust. And most parents who have these kids with these problems find themselves having to keep their kids themselves at home. You know, people who ever heard about folks that can't get no babysitter?
Yeah.
It's because the kids is a problem. So you have to adjust for certain types of children and how they may not be used to being corrected at their house. But the first lesson they're gonna learn is what to do when they come by Uncle Leonard's house.
Yeah.
I don't care about anything. You're gonna do what I ask you to do.
Is it a good option? Because Badger put it out there. Because Sandra, she didn't agree with it. But is it a good option that maybe when they're coming over, they're coming over, some of the things that you have that's expensive, maybe move them to a place or put them in another room and lock their door so they can't get in there and break your stuff. Is that an option?
Well, in certain situations, there are places in your house that you don't want folks to go. People roam all around your house.
No, I meant just move stuff around so they can't get to it. Like if you got expensive china on the table and stuff like that, take that china up off the table and put it in a room and lock the door. If you got like vases and stuff like that that's expensive, that's decorating your house, take all that stuff up, put it to the side, so when the kids come over, there's a less likelihood that they're going to break anything.
I mean, if that's the case, you can do that. That's another way of adapting to it. If you just, for some reason, these kids have to be there for whatever reason. But say, for instance, you got grandkids.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you make sure things are safe for them if you put them down on the floor. Know, when kids are learning to walk, for instance, they're going to pull up on things. Or if you got bricks, like around your fireplace.
Yeah.
You don't want the kid to fall and kids be rough housing and fall back on them bricks. Or something like that for safety purposes and safety reasons. You have to give direction. That's the point, is you got to give direction. And you got to set boundaries and limits.
I agree. I agree. A big part of what Cassandra said. I don't know if I want to readjust my house every time they're coming over, because who's to say how many times they're gonna come over per week or per month or whatever. And every time that they come over, I got to readjust and then put everything right back, because when they leave, that's a lot of work, man. That's
Well,
a lot of work.
it ain't that much work. Or you need to stop allowing them to come to your house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
It really shouldn't be a back and forth issue, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If for
Yeah,
some reason
yeah.
you want the kids over, then you would, if you've had kids, you have done that yourself in your own house.
Mm-hmm. Now, Leonard, I think you answered this part of the question, but if they do break something, and maybe one time it's an accident, but every time they come over, you see it's a consistent pattern that every time they come over, they break something. Would you start looking at that sister? Look, you got to pay for this.
Oh yeah, you're gonna pay for it. Well, like I said, a mistake is a
Yeah,
mistake,
one
but in
time,
some cases, you even responsible for the mistake.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
let's just not take it out that you're not responsible. You are responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of something so valuable to me. If I had things in my house that valuable to me, I wouldn't invite them over.
Mm-hmm.
For the
Because
first of all.
you know what you're dealing with.
Right. And like, you ever had people out, there's a room that kids just simply are not going in.
Yeah, yeah.
Stay your behind out that room.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Rose. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There ain't no reason for you to be in that room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to set boundaries.
Good deal. Do someone talk to me, brother.
The boundaries start when you enter the house.
Mm.
So do. Sit down. Well, he just moved. He just, he active. He sit down, boy.
He gonna be active in that chair right there.
Look at him. Look at him. He finna put that thing in the socket. Let him do it.
No,
He ain't do it but one time.
he's not you mess around and key that child, man. He mess around and key that child, man.
It's just gonna shock him. It's just gonna shock him. One time.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you he won't do it again. Let him do it. Don't stop it.
Gonna blow that child toenails off.
Yeah, I had a house that had brick floors in the living room. You can run through the house if you want. That brick will stop you.
Oh yeah.
I promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
You might fall on carpet. But you run through the house and fall on that brick, I bet you won't stop running.
You gonna inspect it,
ain't you stop running.
You gonna inspect it, ain't it? Oh, you gonna inspect that brick?
Yeah, go ahead. I told you to stop running.
Mm-hmm.
You might run through a house full of press wood, but oak, running to that table if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gonna stop. I told you to stop.
Yeah.
Now sit down.
Mm-hmm.
The first time they come, you're gonna find out what kind of kids you're dealing with. The second time, you may give them a little warning, but the third time, I know what to do with them. Remember, I said something. They ride the bicycle outside in the yard, and they just run into your car. But they don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, now park the car in the backyard when they come. I wish I would. I wish I would.
Wow.
The kids don't know about being put outside. Have you ever been put outside?
Get out.
I don't care what's wrong with it. Like, hey, we don't do all that in here. Take it outside.
Yeah.
All that bumping and carrying on, take it outside.
I'm like Annie. There are family members that don't know where I stay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And I'm not sharing the information. They can Google it if they want to. They might find out.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know my address.
Yeah. Wow.
Matter of fact, can I use your car to go? No, you can't. You don't take care of your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got 3 cars in the yard. I got 5. And you can't use now one of them.
Lord, that was.
Well, it's just you and your wife. I don't know why I can't borrow one. Get you one.
Yeah, you can.
I got a relative, and they called and said, my tire fell off. What? 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 How your tire fall off?
Mm-hmm.
Because you hit the man over. You hit the curb.
Yeah.
And you knock the tire off. And you want to use my stuff? No. I'll get you a car before you borrow one of mine. No.
Wow. Yeah.
No. Hey, can I say something right here?
Say it.
I'm not necessarily directed this. Sometimes I feel like, let's put it out there now. Ain't no way I win it.
No, it's tomorrow. Badger thought it was too earlier, but it's tomorrow.
Well, let me say this. Sometimes I feel because this is a Christian broadcast, we want to sound Christian all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't that holy. That you got to line your life up. And I know, I'll say it and finish. We are guided by God's word. That's just what I believe, right?
Yes. Yes.
But you're going to miss something somewhere. I don't care if you or this person that stay with the Bible in your hand and you walk around and you read the Bible and you understand, you took courses, you studying and stuff like that. You're going to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to miss something somewhere. Because you know why? You ain't God. And you sure enough ain't Jesus. I know you want to be like it. That's commendable. But you're not going to make it. Because of this life that we live. You're going to have you can't save the whole world. You can't make choices for other folks. Children, when they don't make choices for their own children. Stay home. Matter of fact, I think it was Cassandra or Leonard or Annie. You don't have to come either.
Yeah.
I love you, sis, but call me on the phone. Send me an email. Send me a text.
FaceTime me. FaceTime.
Matter of fact,
yeah.
Your car raggedy. You know why your car raggedy? Because you drive crazy.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I wish I would let you drive my car. I don't care if I'm in it. Put some words in
that. That struck a nerve with you, brother.
In the name of Jesus.
That struck a nerve with you, brother. That struck a nerve. Badger, talk to me.
Some folks are different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sometimes they can I'm different.
Mm-hmm.
So I take accountability for myself and my choices.
Mm-hmm.
If I know a child is problematic or has a struggle or an issue and I'm choosing to let them come in the house, how I handle it is on me.
Mm-hmm.
How I communicate with the other parent is on me. Because that to me, that's the discerning factor.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't I honestly don't understand thinking outside of that concept. If you're communicating with the person, you should know what's going on with the kids, and you have a choice to make. If I choose to not let the kid in the house, then that's what I choose.
Mm-hmm.
But that I'm accountable for my choices.
What would have to happen, Badger? What would have to happen for you to get to the point where you say, you know what, maybe y'all shouldn't come over here no more? What would have to happen?
It'd have to get into the life-threatening realm.
Mm-hmm.
I've dealt with that situation actually.
Mm-hmm.
And but I never stopped helping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on not getting confused when certain comments are getting brought up, because it confuses me a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the conversation me and you had the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And because it honestly just confuses me. And I made a decision when I was younger to work hard, not to be like other humans.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because I experienced a lot of things and I see kids go through a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So my focus is always about doing my best to provide an atmosphere for kids, no matter the issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But that's something I do, and I accept accountability for my choices.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's a very huge key factor. If it gets to a point where the parent and the kid just that they're, let's say the kid come over for 30 days straight, and I'm watching the parents straight up just not getting their kid help and all those kinds of things,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to draw a line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to help from a distance or meet them like, hey, we can all go to the park or something like that. But I don't, your child is causing a whole lot of issues inside the house.
Not that money, not that. Raising the Sun was a movie, man. I used to love that movie, the original one. And
So
Sidney Poitier had a role in that way. He said when they took the money, his friend stole the money, and he said, "Not that money, not that money," and he was very adamant about it. So basically, if it happens over and over again, I'm gonna make a connection, y'all. If it happens over and over again, there will come a point in time where you'll say, "Not that," and not certainly not money, but face or whatever it is. If they break something that's very valuable to you, or have something in their hand that's very valuable to you, and you know that it's going to hurt you if they break it, would you scream out in that way? And would that be the breaking point for you to say, look here, let's like you said, maybe we need to meet at the park. They can't come here no more. They're not welcome here anymore.
I don't get upset over materials getting broken.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will have a conversation with the child and the parent and things of that nature. But once again, if I'm inviting a child that I know that could break the things that I own into my house, I am making that choice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's good. That's good. Cause Sandra, you walk around the corner and cause
I'm sorry.
oh Lord, oh
I'm
Lord,
sorry.
she started
No,
up. Now you
okay, excuse me.
you walk around the corner, Cassandra, into your living room. You turn the corner into your living room, and one of your niece or your nephew has an urn in their hand up above their head, about to smash it on the floor. What do you do?
Hey, just let them drop it on the ground and break it. It's okay. That's my niece. Yeah. It's fine.
If I thought that you were sincere, I would accept that answer, Cassandra. If I thought that there was some sincerity in you, huh?
Just read for. I don't care if I paid 2 cents for something of mine. It is not acceptable for that child. I don't care if I paid 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
It is not acceptable for that child to break my item. I don't care how much it costs.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have to have a serious come to Jesus moment.
Mm-hmm.
If you got my urn over or my vase over your head, about to drop it up, oh, child, please. Okay, whatever. Yeah, nah, we not. And you know, I've said this many times. I taught kindergarten, first graders for 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
I wish, with all types of behavioral issues and stuff. No, that ain't gonna happen with him.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a come to Jesus moment.
Wow.
With their parent right there, it'll be a come to Jesus moment.
Mm. Wow.
It's not acceptable. You will not break my stuff. I don't care if it's $2 or from the Dollar Tree, $1.25 right now.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I'm with her on that. It don't belong to look, like my grandmother used to say. If you do something in our house, Miss Cassandra, she'll straight tell you. Now see, that been there 30 years and it didn't, I know it didn't bother you.
Yeah.
I know that didn't bother you. So why did you bother it?
Mm-hmm.
Now you finna sit down here next to me
Exactly.
till your mama come home. Because you don't, I don't let children dictate to me.
Yeah.
And that's a problem that a lot of parents have. You see parents who have kids that are not well behaved. And people used to always ask my wife and myself, you know, so what, how do you make him behave? He ain't got no choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I wish he would. Okay, I wish he would get up. People, you say, your kids are so well behaved. No, I teach my kids how to act when they go to people's houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
That's your responsibility as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't discover something about your child you don't know. Just on an occasional visit.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do have, I mean, I'm not sure, you know, how some people were raised or what have you, but even when kids would come by, you know, one thing those kids would say, Leonard's dad is pretty stern. I don't play with children like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be a child. I don't care. We can have all the fun in the world, but here are the rules. And you have to learn to follow rules. I wouldn't let my son go to another person's kid's house because when he went there to this one kid who used to come to our house, all I remember was telling the kid before, first of all, I sent him right back home. Because when you come in my house, young man, you're going to have a shirt and you're going to have some shoes on.
Yeah.
So go get you a shirt and some shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come back over. My boy went down to his house, and I usually let him go in people's houses, but he asked like he would. And him and the little boy got into it. And so the parent went to check my son, and my son hit the parent.
Mm.
That's because you got in the middle of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You let your son do whatever he wanted, and you got your son believing just because he got a little issue that he can put his hands on people, and people won't put. I'm just the way to teach him. Let him keep putting his hands on this one, and this one gonna beat the hell out of it. But don't worry, because he won't be come back to your house no more. You need to teach your child to keep their hands off other children. You have to set rules.
Yeah.
For children. They don't look. It was a mule don't call straight when you first get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got to break him in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's what you have to do with some kids. You have to break them in. And I guarantee you, them kids will learn. When I go by Auntie Cassandra house, matter of fact, Mom, we got to go by there. She don't let us do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you sit down is what I'm going to let you do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. 50.
Oh, but really,
yes. Oh. Go ahead.
No, but really, my nieces and nephews, who most of them are grown now, and even their children, they know when they come to my house or when they're around me, I don't care if I'm at their house, and they acting up, they will, if they do something, they will look over at me, and they know, my entire family knows, I do not play disrespecting or acting a fool around me. They let their child run acting silly, and I'm like, hey, excuse me, what did you just do, and what did you just say? Shut yourself down. And let me tell you, every one of my great nieces and nephews, no, don't play with Auntie Cece. Shut yourself down, because you about to get it. And I like that. And guess what? They love me. Yeah. Because I give boundaries. And I love on them. I love them, and they know that. But doing something wrong and inappropriate, I have an autistic nephew that absolutely we get along great from the time he was a little boy, and he is extremely active. But he knows, no, I ain't trying that around Auntie Cece. Exactly. Whatever in his brain is going on, he never tries anything around me.
them boundaries. And there's been boundaries set. 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521. And to catch everybody up to speed, we're talking about two sisters. One has two kids. Bad kids. I'm not gonna say bad kids, active kids. Let me say it in that way. Let me be politically correct on this thing. But she said that every time, I'm paraphrasing, every time the kids come over, her sister bring the kids over to their house, they break something. And she has a real expensive taste. And the kids just run all over the place and they break something. So she told her sister, she said, we got two options here. Either you could keep them at home, or when they come over here and they break something, you got to pay for it. Because I like my stuff and I'm not gonna have come over here just tearing my stuff up. And she wants to know, the sister wants to know, is she wrong for taking this stance? For telling her sister that either keep them kids at home, though they're my niece and nephew, either keep them at home, or when they do come over here and they break something, you got to pay for it on the spot. Ain't no payment plan, ain't no layaway. You gotta pay me right now. She wants to know, is she wrong? Tucson, talk to me.
You know that there are people that I wouldn't, when my kids were growing up, I would never go to their house.
Mm-hmm.
Because their kids do stuff that I wouldn't let my kids do.
Yeah.
Don't you go over there acting up. And when you leave from there, if you go over there, don't come back over here running around like big kids running around. Now you think you got to run around over here. No. We don't do that.
Mm-mm.
You don't do that at nobody's house.
No.
I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care where you go. When we was coming up, our parents used to say, don't go out there and embarrass me.
Exactly.
Don't go to the store and you better not ask for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You better not put your hand on stuff. And every once in a while, we would try it.
Uh-oh.
That didn't work out good.
Mm.
That wouldn't work out good.
Come back with some broken knuckles.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you before we got out the car?
Yeah.
Man, look, we was in church and they'd take you outside. I bet you one thing, you wouldn't run around the church no more. Every time, my dad would say, every time we get ready to go, you got to go pee.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't want to really go.
Yeah.
So we would try to find an excuse, especially when we got a little older. We try to come up with some reason not to go. And he said, I got something for that. They had their own rhythm. We didn't need no medicine.
Mm-hmm.
They had it. It was called discipline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, they didn't have to put their hand on you. They'd look at you a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew was in trouble. My dad.
Amen.
My dad was this, they called him the dean of preachers. And he was like, he would be, yeah, and Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in a time. And boy, I'm going to get you when I get home. and keep on preaching. He wouldn't miss a beat. But we knew we would, in the middle of his sermon, he would have corrections because we was throwing spitballs in the choir stand.
Good Lord.
Say yeah, say yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we already knew, I'm in trouble. Dad put discipline in his message for us while he is edifying the church.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I mean, he had an art about discipline, and mom was better than I thought dad, because I was just, I thought dad was kind of touched because he had a special way of discipline that you didn't want him to discipline you no more.
Yeah, yeah.
Mom was unique in her way. So we would not act a fool at nobody's house. Period.
Yeah.
And some people around here, when your children go to the house It's not the children, and that's the problem. It's the parent of the children.
Come on, say it.
That instead of enforcing this discipline to the children, they help them be disciplined, disobedient, and cut up. Oh, well, I play with my children. Don't play with mine. So my child can't come to your house.
Yeah.
Because you ignorant.
Wow.
You ignorant. I wish I would. And I'm like, Cassandra, I don't care if I paid $1.25.
You paid for it. Yeah. Yeah, you paid for it.
You better not tear it up.
Exactly.
You come in the house and you just see the pencil on the table and you just break it because it's there. Don't come over here no more.
I help you. Now you got 2 pencils.
Right.
Yeah, let me get you another pencil. Oh, you broke it. Let me go get you another one.
Hey, Rocky.
Yes, sir.
It's a great moment for me because my doctoral work was based on a lot of social cultural learning theory by this guy called Vygotsky. And it teaches about boundary setting and things like that. And the perfect example, when Badger, we went to see Badger. And he came to the house. I can't remember what the occasion was, but I just happened to be out in Longview, and he's not far from there. And he brought his kids. I was so happy to see everybody. He was, well, these are my kids, and if they do anything or whatever, you have my permission. You ain't even got to worry about them kids. Why? You're not gonna have to worry about it. Go play.
Yeah.
Because trust me, them kids they playing with, they're gonna check them right away. Because they know how things go around here. I like what Donald said. Wild parents got wild children.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You can tell and we laugh about it and we joke about it so much, but this is part of social cultural learning. And we bring our children up sometimes in an environment that is very restrictive because of very strong parenting back in, especially with our generation. You wasn't allowed. I remember if adults was talking, you just didn't sit there.
Yeah.
You go somewhere else because adults is talking. Go play. But I know them children also that when they bring over, if they on punishment, they even on punishment when they go to somebody else's house. They'll bring their child to your house and you sit here at the table and you work out these math problems while all these other kids is playing. Because you still on punishment.
Yep. Just like that.
Just like that.
Yep.
It's you can tell the type of parent they are about how their kids behave. You know how all the comedians joke when we go in this store. You don't touch nothing. You stay with me. And if you can't hear me call you, you're too far.
Exactly. and I don't have to raise my voice too loud to call you.
And I was so country. I remember my boys, I guess people who were there back then when they was growing up, I stand on that porch.
Yeah.
I holler your name, you better come.
Exactly. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Got other people just came in. I'm gonna introduce everybody. I'm gonna say it one time. I'm gonna go to each of you and get your take on it. It's a scenario. There was a young 2 sisters. Let me say it like that. 2 sisters. Let me just read it. 2 sisters. One have 2 kids, and it's the young lady's niece and nephew. And she said this. She wrote the letter. She said this. Every time my niece and nephew comes over, they break something. My sister don't think that they're bad. I told her that when they break something, it costs me. It costs every time they break something. It costs because this sister have expensive taste, and so she put money into what she buy. And so she told her sister, she said, "Listen, we could do one or 2 things. Either you could keep them at home, or when they do come over and they break something, you have to pay me for whatever they break on the spot. You got to pay me for that on the spot. No layaway plan. No, I pay. No, you got to pay whatever they break. You got to pay me for." And the sister wanted to know, is she wrong for telling her sister that about her niece and her nephew? Frank, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm real good. How you doing?
Hey, doing
How's
good.
everybody?
Hey, doing good, doing good. What do you say about this? Is she wrong for feeling that way?
Wrong is relevant. You know what I mean? Wrong don't travel with ignorant people. With me, I mean, if a person expressed to you what their rules are, you can say they're as wrong as you want to say they are. But that's how they feel. You know, and that's part of the challenges is that I'm listening to everybody, and it's unfortunate that we're all not as close, but pretty close to the same age. And for whatever reason, these things haven't been passed on to younger people. You know, I think that everybody that is on this line can relate to your mother looking at you. Not raising her voice, not saying anything, just look across the room. You know, there was things that if there was a bunch of kids and kids were doing certain things, you better not even laugh at. Oh, you thought that was funny? I remember when me and my wife first got married, and we bought our first home, and this guy came over to either give me something, but he brought his son. His son, from the front door, took a running start and ran and put his foot in the middle of my wall and pushed off and landed on the ground. So I'm waiting for his father to correct his son, but he didn't. So his son backed up. I said, let me tell you something, young fella. You put your foot on my wall again, I'm going to tear your behind up. And he looked at me shocked. Like, what did he just, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
And if your father got a problem, me and him.
Yeah.
But if you stupid enough to let your kid put your foot in the middle of somebody's wall, you and him, you more than the child, to serve your behind whoop.
Yeah.
That's just, I mean, it's just some things that kids are doing. It's some behavior that they have. This whole thing of disrespecting adults, calling them by their first name. I had this guy probably a year and a half ago say, hey man, I'm gonna come over and visit you. I like this guy. And he was like, I said, oh, okay, cool. He said, man, I'm just gonna warn you right now, you know, my kids, they run on furniture. I said, well, what are you talking about? He said, oh man, they run on couches and chairs. So I just want to let you know before we come. I said, no, you leave your kids at home.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you talking about? I said, they won't be running on my furniture. So you either leave them at home or you stay at home.
Yeah.
And you putting it out there like, yo, well, I told you.
Expectation. Yeah. Wow.
Nah, man. It's y'all are all saying it. It's the parents. It is the parents. You're not putting borders in place for your children, and they're freaking buck wild. And you expect people to tolerate that.
Exactly. Let me go to Rico. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? Curtis, coming to you next, brother.
I'm happy to see another beautiful day of life. How everybody doing today?
Hey, doing good. Is she wrong, Rico? Is she wrong for telling her sister that, man, either keep them kids at home, or if they break something, you gonna pay for it right then. We ain't gonna, ain't no pay me next week or when I get paid. No, you gonna pay me right then. Rico, is she wrong?
No, everybody deserves a warning. And I can't go into detail further than that. That's simple. You get to a point sometimes where you some things just got to be simple. You ain't got to do a whole lot of explaining. It makes common sense. You trying to solve a problem. You know, it shouldn't be very complicated for somebody to understand how to solve it. If this is what the issue is, you use the appropriate means to solve that issue. You got problem children. You got children that are out of control. Then I already know how you or with your children. I know you sit back and watch them and let them do what they want to do. I won't even invite you to my house.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that. We can nip that in the bud because I don't want to have issues with you because of the way I corrected your child because of your lack of supervision. You just had this situation at the barbershop Friday. This little Miss boy, man, ran around that barbershop, man. I swear, man, that joker was Dennis the Menace on steroids.
Good Lord.
And then there was another little boy now about his age sitting there mindful the way a child should be. Everybody else sitting in the barbershop in the seat, being still, not running around. This boy and his little brother sitting down next to his mama, but the little wild boy comes around and starts playing with him. So his mother is telling him, okay, you need to learn about boundaries. So she started talking to him like she was his grandmother, like a school teacher. So she was being very patient, taking her time out to talk to this little boy. So after a while, it got so, noticeable that everybody was just like, man, shaking their head. And the reason why is because the boy's own mother was sitting there while he was running around, jumping in barber seats and having the barbers tell him, hey, stop running, scrolling through her phone. She look up every now and then and see what he was doing and just go right back to her phone. So I just sat there and started looking at her the way you can make it obvious. Like, man, you sitting there, you just gonna watch what this boy doing? And she watched exactly what he was doing the whole time in that barbershop. When he walked out of there, man, everybody was like, well, you see what color she is. Now, I'm not going to say that that's just a color thing, but it is a parent thing. And, if in that scenario that you gave, if those two women were visiting each other or visiting one another and the other one had a problem child that was out of control, because we do have to understand that some children are curious.
They sisters, Rico. They sisters.
Yeah, so, maybe the aunt didn't even have to come with her child. Maybe she just said, hey, you come over here and let my nephew or my niece stay the night with me. But as an adult, you should already have your supervisor cap on. Because whether they're out of control or whether they're curious, that possibility is there, especially in them terrible tubes. And it's very rare that you're going to find a child that just like to sit there and stare at something and not touch it or not even like to get up and run around. If they're like that, they're probably not all the way functioning the way that they should. But a functioning child is going to be curious. Their brain is going to make them wonder what things are. So it's up to the parent or up to the adult to make sure that they supervise and lead these children, guide these children in a way where they understand how to behave in public. So in some cases, parents are so neglectful that they leave their children in vulnerable situations and then they fall in a hot tub and have to be saved by people like me. I'm going to go ahead and let you go to the next person and then I'll get that scenario later. Well, not that scenario, that story that relates to how supervisors lacking, I'm going to say adults and parents being neglectful when children are around, knowing that somebody needs to have a supervising eye on.
Good deal. Curtis McNeil, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, bro. How y'all doing?
Hey, doing good. Curtis, two sisters, man. One don't have kids, the other one have two a little boy and a little girl. The kids all over the place, man. The sister said that every time they come over, they break something. She told her sister, look here, one or two things gonna happen. Either you're gonna keep them at home with you, or when they come over here and break something, you're gonna pay me on the spot for it. You're gonna pay me for it because I work real hard. I got expensive stuff, and they come over here, they breaking stuff. Every time they come, they break something. She wants to know if she wrong for telling her sister that. What do you say to that, Curtis?
Sure. But let the kids be kids.
What does that mean?
And the kids gonna be kids, like that's just a part of who they are. They gonna break stuff. They gonna run around. They
Somebody got to pay for it, Curtis. Every time something get broke, somebody got to pay for it.
They got youthful spirits, man. Everything ain't always about money. Enjoy your family, man. Enjoy your family. Them same kids be the ones that you go in the hospital and you need some blood. They be the only ones you can get blood from. The same kids be the same ones that you wind up in the facility. They come to see you every day. You know, I think sometimes we put value in privilege. Oh, I was ready to curse.
Don't curse. Don't curse. Don't curse. Don't curse. You're doing good. But
I think sometimes we put value in frivolous things, man. In very frivolous things.
But because there's a scripture that says, train a child in the way that they should go. And I said about this earlier, and they will not depart from it. Now, if you allow your children to go and be disruptive everywhere they go, tearing up people's stuff and not respecting boundaries and other people's materials and things, they're going to continue in that way. And I think with that being said, you're doing a disservice to them children by allowing them to do that.
I don't agree. I don't disagree with you. I don't. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying, man, like, you know what? With everything that's going on, man, and everything about life that we got to live, man, who has the time, man? Like, I think, honestly, I think that we have become so petty that we put more value in material things than we do in the actual ability to have relationships with family members.
Does that include in any kind of way, Curtis, raising good kids, respectful kids, mannerful kids that have good morals and ethics and values and stuff like that?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did them kids come there with the whole intent and purpose of breaking something?
That
I need to know.
My answer. Okay, but listen. I don't know if that. I see, Curtis. I don't know how that fits in. Whether the intent is there or not. That's like breaking the law. Whether the intent, whatever you break the law, you go into jail. So it has not. I don't think it has a lot to do with intent. Maybe they did not go there with the intent, but they have a history. They have a history of, because she said every time they come there, they break something. Now there's a history, there's a pattern there. Whether it's intentional or not, it's happening. And she's having an issue with every time that her niece and nephew come over, they break something. She's having an issue with that pattern.
Just talk to the kids. You know what? Don't have them come over no more. It's that simple.
Okay.
Just don't have them come over no more.
Okay.
Right? But please keep in mind. Please keep in mind. And I learned this from my grandma. Please keep in mind. Those gonna be the same kids that take care of you when you can't take care of yourself.
Well, see, I don't think
those kids are building. Listen,
I don't think relationship have to be separate, Curtis. I just think that them coming to my house, you can't come here every time you come in. Now I see you out. We'll go to the park, like I think Badger said. We'll go to the park. I'll come and visit you at your house, and you can run around like you want to at your house. And your mama gonna let you break up everything in here. That's her stuff. So I come and visit you at your house, but you just can't come to mine because I can't have you breaking everything every time you come here. So you don't have to sever the relationship.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you at all. I just think, sometimes, I just had this conversation. I had family members at my house I hadn't seen in 30 years. 30, almost 40 years. And we was having conversations about the past. And we laughed so much. It was things that I had completely forgotten. I had a cousin there who kind of was in that same situation. And I never would have known, like the extent of how crucial my grandmama was to him until 4th of July.
Wow.
I never knew it. So I just think sometimes we can just be too petty. We can be too petty.
Okay.
It
Good
could
deal.
be they went to pour some punch and dropped in the glass, slipped out their hand and the glass broke. Oh, they always breaking something. Now you watching. Every time they come, now you watching them from the time they come to the door to the time they leave.
Wow.
Of course, you're gonna find something they did wrong. They're children.
Okay. Hold right there, Curtis. I got to move on to somebody. Stay right there. Don't you go nowhere. Tucson, talk to me, brother.
Raheem, I've held children down until they stop moving. Hold them down until they stop moving. What you gonna learn today?
Uh-oh.
You gonna stop sooner or later. You gonna stop struggling. I got a grandson. That boy, I took him to California with me. Drove to California. That boy talked for 2,000 miles.
Good Lord.
2,000 miles. He talking. Still talking. He's still talking. Boy, shut up. Don't say nothing no more.
Lord.
He was asleep. We're not doing that. So every time he see me, he got a different attitude because on the next 2,000 miles, he shut his mouth on the way back.
Yeah.
So did. We're gonna fix this. We're not gonna keep on with this pattern. Love you, so do. But I hold you down.
Yeah.
Stop struggling. Because that's something that some kind of way children need structure.
Yeah.
They need instructions. And somewhere along the line in our society, somebody said, I'm not going to raise my child like I was raised. And look at them.
Yeah.
They can't handle nothing. They can't figure nothing out. They panic. They fidgety. And they cry about everything. Who did that? When did that stop? There are some things that, per se, we wouldn't do back in the day. Now, stuff that we saw with other folks is happening with ours.
Yeah.
What happened? It happened. It was a cycle that we broke because we let them.
Yeah.
There are some parents that they are their children's friends. Oh, we friends. They 17, 18. You want to go to the club? And now her and her daughter is arguing over the same man.
Good Lord.
What in the world is really going on?
Wow.
All that time, you had 16, 17, possibly 18, 19 years to train up a child in the way that they should go, not the way they want to go.
Yeah.
and you did absolutely nothing. Shut up, mama. That's so cute. He 2. It's cute at 2, you say. But at 5, now he cusses you. Oh, I just don't know what to do with that boy. All right. Wait till he get 8 and 9. You gonna see. I saw a little boy and his mama tried to correct him at the table. She snapped. That boy slapped his mama. Who fault is that? It's that mama fault right there. This boy come up to you and he balled his fist up because you tell him to do something. What in the world? It's old and you got your fist balled. Hey, okay, come here. Gotta go, man. I enjoyed this conversation. I'll be listening in for a little bit, but I wish it was way out Wednesday. I sure enough say something. Good deal. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Captain Leonard, talk to me.
It's all, like you say, a lot of people are talking about the boundaries. And I brought up that social cultural learning for the very simple fact. Households are different. But in culturally, we are a bit different sometimes. There are some people who are also very permissive. And that's okay at your house. But that's not okay at everybody else's house. You know, it's always like I say, children don't parent themselves. You're supposed to be parenting.
Yes.
And it's a very active job. And people can tell where it's being used properly and not because of how your kids behave.
Hey, Leonard, sometimes it's a hands-on job.
Exactly. It can be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, say, for instance, when we going to church, I'll give you a good example. I changed where I sat in church and everything, because when you're raising a little child and you're trying to teach them how to behave in church, there's certain things you do. Like, say, for instance, back then, we didn't really walk up the center aisle. And then if you had a reason to keep getting up all the time, you need to sit back by the door somewhere. But when my kid was little, I knew something I would have to take him outside. So I sat up in the balcony. I started sitting up in the balcony so I wouldn't disturb everybody else by moving up and down that center aisle, because I was raising my child.
Yes.
That's why church children know how to behave in church. But if you got a child that ain't never had to sit still no longer than 10 minutes, you can tell. You can tell. Like one, people come, hey, how you doing? Now go play. Then you let kids, like my mother must say, loud noise, and the kid's supposed to have fun.
Yes.
But now if you get the fighting again, she coming back there. It's just no, let somebody get the fighting or whatever, or keep coming back telling some such and such doing this, tell such and such I said, come here. You sit right here with me until your mama get here. Because that's just the way it is. I got to stick with you a little bit closer. I had a little brother like that. My mother, he was a little stubborn. She didn't leave us. She didn't leave him nowhere. He stayed with her.
Yeah, the whole time.
But then again, my mother didn't take us too many places to leave us there. We didn't stay at everybody's house.
Oh no.
And stuff like that. But we were taught how to behave at people's house.
Exactly. Badger, talk to me.
I agree with the vast majority of what's being said. So, it's why I was saying what I was saying. Everyone I've been hearing sounds like they are accountable. And that can be a huge lesson for those kids. If you have rules in your house, make sure you're telling them the rules of the house. And if they don't respect it, you have a choice to make. Like when I'm very straightforward in how stern I am at my house. Leonard's seen how my kids behave. Like I don't play games. So that's what I was talking about, communication and things of that nature. Like, before getting to that point where she's saying that she got to, I would have had the conversation to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Fly.
So,
hey, Renee.
That's why I have a different response in that situation.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because it almost sounds like she had no clue how those kids were somehow.
Mm-hmm.
No clue. And then got upset because they were breaking stuff. And then she let them continue coming. Why weren't these rules set prior, before it got to this point?
Mm-hmm. And that's a very good question. And and I wonder, were they, or were they just ignored? Because a lot of times you could tell somebody something, and you had a little conversation with them, but they may not absorb it. Go ahead,
right.
Patrick.
So and that's the thing. Like Leonard, Cassandra, Toussaint, everybody, when communicating with someone else, a sibling or whatever, like, these are the rules of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
You sure? All right. And I'm going to follow up on exactly what I say. And that's what I've heard everyone say. So how did it get to that point where you have to give an ultimatum?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a good point. Cassandra, talk to me. Cassandra Alexander Green.
Yeah.
Lord, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all.
No.
Here we go.
So here we go. No, because no, I agree with I really like 90-something%. Not that they need my agreement, but I think that the panel was on, spot on with the way that they would handle things. I just even children with behavioral health issues need to have boundaries. And we just have to, as adults, and if you have a child that's so out of control that you can't go anywhere, then you need to really, if you're not in some type of counseling already, you need to get some serious counseling. Mm-hmm. Because God knows your child cannot. My sister's children, Raheem's children, Frank's children, your child cannot come to my house and tear up my stuff and break my, because I like nice stuff. And break my stuff, and you just gonna sit there and, oh no, we're not operating like that. It's not happening like that. And like I said, I have worked as a counselor with children with the Georgia Department of Behavioral Health, with children that have serious behavioral health issues. And there are ways that you can get that child to at least control themselves. You have to teach them that. You have to teach. It takes work to do that. But you're not just going to let them come to my house and tear up stuff. It ain't happening. I don't care. You can say I'm the meanest person in the world. It's just not happening. And it's not about me being materialistic. But it's when you value something, I don't care if it's a fan that you got when you went to New Orleans 20 years ago. Would you want somebody to come in your house and tear up your fan, which was a souvenir, memorabilia? Just no. Come on, y'all. We're not doing this. I hope we're not doing that. I hope we're not condoning that type of behavior. I hope not.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
That's good. That's good. Frank, talk to me. We're going to change the topic in a minute. We're going to go Frank, Rico, then we're going to change the topic unless somebody else have something they want to say. Frank, what's on your heart?
I always say you have to look at your whys. Why is it that you do what you do? So I discipline my children, and we have rules because I'm going to do it in love. I'm going to whoop them in love. I'm going to punish them in love. everything that I do is going to be done in love. The world, when they discipline you, if I don't teach my kids to be still, they get pulled over and the police say, be still. If they never learn how to not move when somebody tell you not to move, they're in danger.
Mm-hmm.
People will lose jobs because they can't follow rules. You do it because they need that discipline. They need to have the discipline that when someone tells them not to move, you don't move. When someone tells them shut your mouth, you shut your mouth. You keep running your mouth, there can be a consequence.
Yes.
When somebody says, say it again.
Mm-hmm.
That could be your last day. And I'm going to give you these examples of a few things. I have 4 boys and 1 girl. Okay. My sons, to my knowledge, have never put their hands on a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But the women in their young lives know, don't you put their hands on them.
Yeah.
As much as I tell them, you do not ever. We do not hit women. There is also a rule. You don't get abused.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because that's a female. Because there are women that will see that. Oh, you don't hit girls. Oh, no, I don't hit girls. But guess what, baby? You not hitting me.
Yeah, exactly.
I dated this girl in high school. Girls, fine. Well, cats was like, oh, no, man, she'll do this and she'll do that. And then I was just watching the girl. And me and her dated, and we dated for a while. No problems.
Mm-hmm.
But with all of these other guys, she was busting their windows out and flattening their tires. But me and her never had those problems because you just don't do that to me and it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's even, there's kids that will go to Tom's house and tear up everything. Go to Kim's house and they sit just as still. And then the rest of the parents would be like, why is he just, because that's little Bobby. He tears up everything. Why is he sitting so still? Because little Bobby understands Kim don't play that.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're not going to do that in Kim's house.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are not stupid. They're not. They know where and what they can get away with. And this is the last thing I'm going to say right here. We have to be so careful. Kids will be kids. Yes, they will. But do you know how many marriages were ended on, well, a man's just going to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
In those old sayings. A lot of those old sayings are just wrong. Guess what? Kids are going to be kids, and guess what I'm going to be? I'm going to be the adult.
Mm-hmm. Good deal, good deal.
So you be a kid, but I'm going to do what adults do. And I'm going to get your behind in line.
Good deal, good deal. Rico, talk to me.
Well, I believe in that village concept.
Mm-hmm.
And with this conversation, with me looking at the village concept, I look at all the adults, the responsible adults and parents to take on the role as shepherds when there's children around. That should be automatic.
Mm-hmm.
We had a situation here a few years ago where this little girl named Cupcake went to her birthday party, and there were responsible adults there. But somehow some sick adults end up kidnapping this little 2 or 3 year old girl and doing the worst things that you can imagine to her. Another man and a woman in conjunction did this to this little girl. Somebody wasn't supervising that baby. Now, her mother wasn't there. I think her mother was gone to work or something like that. And she trusted an adult to watch her child the same way they would watch their own.
Mm-hmm.
But see, we know children are curious, and we also know that they're vulnerable. They need to be led. They need to be guided. So when it comes to parental or adult responsibility, you should have the same mindset as movie rate systems and music rate systems and video rate systems. parental guidance is suggested. That applies anytime a child is around. You got to watch what you say. You got to watch what you do, because they always watching. They're curious. They're trying to see how to do how to move around and do things, maybe like adults, but they don't have that responsibility that you have. So let me give this story. I can remember one Sunday, I had a cousin that used to play pro football, man. For some reason, anytime he came around, people just felt like they were in the presence of greatness, and they were turning to idol worship. I'll put it that way. And sometimes it would aggravate me to see grown people suck up and idolize this man, knowing that they knew him before he went to play in the NFL. But I understood that, sometimes it's amazing to see somebody on TV one day and then the next day they're standing right in your presence. Well, anyway, they asked me to go to this get together, him and his girlfriend. I really didn't want to go. Had a bad feeling that day, but some told me, man, go ahead and go. You're going to see these people sucking up, but go ahead and go. And when I went, there were maybe 7 more adults there. One of them had a small child, might have been a year and a half, barely walking, but can move around. She could put him down and let him go where he wanted to go. But he still cried and needed a ball in the pacifier. So we decided to go out by the pool in the hot tub. And I saw all of these contributing factors to a disaster just lying in wait. Now, I smoked cigarettes. Nobody else smoked cigarettes, but everybody was drinking, and they were standing down by the back door. And I seen this one girl she was really amazed to be in the presence of my cousin. You could tell throughout the whole time she wanted to be free, and she wanted to mingle with the adults, but she couldn't. She was restricted. She had this baby. And I could tell, man, she wished she didn't have this baby with her. She wanted to put this baby down so bad so she could sit back and laugh and keep out, but she couldn't. But when we got outside, she saw the same thing that I saw. She saw that swimming pool, she saw that hot tub, and she saw this little pretty red bouncing ball. Well, hell, you go ahead and play with this ball, and I'm going to tell you what happened. I saw something play out before it happened. This would let me know that there's a creator. I saw this exact thing play out before it happened. I saw them not paying attention to this little boy because they so and caught up with my cousin that this little boy was going to bounce this ball, and it was going to go into this hot tub or this pool, and he was going to fall in trying to get it. So I sat back on the other end of the swimming pool, man, on the far end of the deck, smoking my cigarette, and they all eased their way on back into the house. And that little boy still standing out there by himself. And he see that ball, and he play with it. He bounced it, and it goes over into that hot tub. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I know I'm not seeing this happening. I just pictured this in my mind. The irresponsibility of these parents allowed this little boy to play with that red ball. And then when they went into that hot tub, he went close to the edge, not being aware of the dangers. And he tried to reach to get that ball. He touched it, and it spent a little bit and went farther back in the water. And next thing you know, it was a bloop. It was like a pebble hit that water, man.
Wow.
If I hadn't been there, that baby would have been gone. Every now and then I see this young man. He's about 26 years old. And every now and then I see him, and I'm thinking to myself, man, he's here because of me. I know y'all get tired of me saving somebody's life stories, but man, that's my experience. When I ran down now, and I snatched him up out of that hot tub, man, and he went to crying, and then that's when everybody ran out the back door. Oh, what's going on? What's wrong with him? And I'm soaking wet, and I snapped. Y'all are so stuck so far up my cousin's butt that y'all didn't even care to even pay attention to the most vulnerable person in the atmosphere, in this environment. How did this happen, man? I had such a nasty attitude, man, party was over. And that really goes to show you the responsibility of adults and parents. So when it comes to children, when children are around, whether they're curious, out of control, or just vulnerable, susceptible, parental guidance is always suggested.
Yeah.
In the presence of children.
Good deal. And man, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, and I appreciate what you did and the stance that you took on that, man. You say you went off, and I probably would have done the same thing, man. So you ain't did nothing wrong, brother. You ain't did nothing wrong. Well, let me say it again.
Good morning, Raheem. Good morning, morning, Glow. Good morning, Rico. Good morning.
Hey, super.
You okay?
Hey.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Frank. Finally.
Oh Lord! Oh, she said finally. She said finally. Well, we got a scenario. I'm gonna read this scenario to you, and I'm gonna let you comment on it. Then we can move on to something else as well. But I want to get your take on this. There's two sisters. One have two little kids, boy and a little girl, and the other sister's niece and nephew. Naturally, she wrote a letter. I'm gonna read it to you. She said, "Every time my niece and nephew comes over, they break something. My sister don't think that they are bad. I told her that when they break something, it costs me because she got pretty expensive taste. So every time they come over and they break something, it costs her money because it's broken now. It's destroyed." She said she told her sister we could do one or two things. Either you could keep them at home, or when they do come over and they break something, you have to pay me on the spot for what they break. And she wants to know, is she wrong for telling her sister that, for feeling that way? Is she wrong, Willa?
No, she's not wrong. No, she's not wrong. She's not wrong at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because, at least she told her ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to do. Because first of all, it keeps down conflict when you communicate to somebody how you want them to act at your house.
Mm-hmm.
And especially children. People feel a certain way about their children. You don't want them to say, they don't want you to say nothing to them. They just want to be the parent, but they're not really being the parent. Just like what Rico said about that child that he saved. When you come to somebody else, first of all, we can't run two households.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta run your own house.
Yeah.
And if she don't want to come now because her sister told her that, that's her choice.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to her. But she knows she got some bad kids. That's why she get out the house sometimes.
Yeah.
Bring them with them.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them with her. But the right thing to do is to communicate to somebody how you want somebody to act at your house. That's the right thing to do. So no, all right, she's not wrong.
Okay. Now that's her niece and her nephew. Now she love her little niece and her nephew. Now, Willa.
What they got to do with the price of cheese? What they got to do with the price of cheese?
I got you. Okay. Good deal. Anybody got anything you want to say on this before we move on to the next topic?
Hey, Raheem, we got to throw another little angle in there, though.
What's that?
People do have to be aware that sometimes they have envious siblings that will encourage their children to do that type of stuff. I mean, we have some sick people out here, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I know of people who will, I'll say, program their children to look at certain relatives a certain way that they envy. And those children will look at them people in a bad way, and they will intentionally sabotage what they got. Oh, she thinks she's better than everybody. Oh, you can't go out her house. You can't touch nothing. Ooh, they just think they rich and uppity. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have certain toxic family members that will somewhat guide their children down the road that they go, hey, y'all go over there and have fun. Knowing good and well when they go over there and have fun, they're going to show all the way out. So,
sure.
You do have to be mindful of the fact that does exist in some cases where you have these children coming to other people's houses acting like that. Sometimes they've been encouraged or sort of programmed to not like what you have or to be jealous of what you have.
True.
And to tear it up because they don't have it.
Good deal. Rico, I'm going to stay with you with this next topic.
Hey, Raheem, before we move to the next topic, can I ask this question?
Go ahead.
Who likes replacing stuff?
I don't.
I heard Cassandra say she likes nice things.
Yes.
And I think we all do. And when you like nice things, the majority of the time, you have to sacrifice. to get exactly what you want, to get that exact chair. Sometimes you have to be lucky to get that exact vase.
Yes.
To get that exact table, you have to watch.
That matches.
Ooh, there it is.
Yeah, that matches. Yeah.
You just happen to be in the right place at the right time. And then you get it. It fits perfect in that room. Who likes to either replace stuff that you done spent your hard-earned money? You just said, oh, you know what? I really do like that table, but it's a little bit more than I want. Well, I'm going to save up for it. And you don't eat out. And you don't, do little things. And then you finally get enough money for it, you buy it, and somebody come to your house and tear it up. Who likes to do that? I don't like to do that.
No.
I don't want to replace stuff. Then me and my wife. When me and my wife first got married and moved in, we had one couch in our bedroom suite. And we bought furniture room by room. Who wants to be replacing stuff just because you got out of control kids?
Yeah.
Not me. I went to a family gathering at my wife's cousin's house, and I watched these little kids playing football in her basement, and she had this room with these French doors, and they just ran into the French doors and knocked them down.
Wow.
That's not cute.
No.
That's not. And the parents of these kids just, like Rico said, oblivious to what their kids are going on. And I called my boys and said, y'all sit over here with me. Because when the backlash comes of what they're doing, your names ain't going to be a part of it. That's just crazy to think that you can have your children go to somebody's house and tear up their furniture or tear up their walls. And now you either got a choice. You either live with a house that looks crazy, or you call people in to paint and fix walls, and now you're trying to replace. Man, stop it.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Good deal. Anybody else? Kevin Linder, you've been quiet for a minute. What's on your heart, brother?
Just listening. It's still about setting boundaries and rules.
Yeah.
Listen to me long enough. People know I have a lot of boundaries and rules.
Good deal. Good deal.
I don't like bringing. I don't encourage unfortunate events. I should say. So I always try to stop running before you break something. But you're gonna have to tell them to stop running.
And then sometimes you gotta say,
what? Like my sister.
You ever heard that language before, Leonard? You ever heard that language before?
Look, there's some language my neighbors use. Hey, my sister used to have a way of getting in kids' faces when they don't behave. I'm gonna let you know I fight kids.
Exactly. I got a video on that with my grandkid, man. My grandson. I said, I fight kids now. It's on TikTok. Y'all go check it out. It's on TikTok. He's a little baby, man. He was 1 year old. I said, what? I fight kids, and he would talk back to me. Boy, it was hilarious. People love that one.
But I had my great nephews with me for a few days to come to visit out of town, and one of them about 10, and the other one about 5. And one kid, he don't broke everything. That's why he ain't never gotten it. And then when they had to remind him of, like his grandfather had to remind him. Remember when you had the iPad, you broke it. Remember when you had this, you broke it. You broke that. That's why you ain't got nothing now. Exactly. And it'll be a while before you get something else because you don't know how to take care of your own things. Now you spending money buying kids $400 and $500 toys. And they're gonna just you gonna let them throw them. No, you're gonna feel some type of way.
You're gonna learn some appreciation. I tell you that.
Right. Ain't nobody, soon they break one thing, iPad, you put another one in their hand. iPads not free.
No.
But they don't understand the value of it if they break it and you just replace it.
Exactly. Let me Rico, I'm coming right back to you. I'm gonna start this next topic. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna try to remember it exactly. I don't have it's another scenario, but I'm gonna try to remember how it was posed. The fella asked, I guess he's about 26, 27, 28 years old, in that age range. He said that dating is real complicated. These days, dating is real complicated. The majority, a lot of us on here were married, so we don't know anything about that dating pool anymore. But he says it's complicated. He says this one young lady, they've gone out 2 or 3 times. First time he invited her out, they went out, had a real good time. Next 2 times, she invited him out. She invited him to go out, and they want to go out and have dinner and maybe catch him or whatever they did. But he said that the complicated part is every time they go out the next 2 times, she expected him to pay, and she invited him out. And he said, is that the way that it's supposed to be? Or is she just pretty much just trying to get a free meal out of him? What do you think that is, Rico? See, the first time he invited her, so he paid. The next 2 times she did the inviting. We need to go out and let's go out this weekend, blase, blase, blase. But every time the bill come, she's sliding it to him. Talk to me, Rico.
Well, she might be a traditional woman that grew up in that environment, whatever, and the expectation for the man to always carry the bill, pay for everything. I mean, that at one point in time that was expected of the man to be able to cover everything like that. So you know, she may have come up with that mindset, that tradition that existed.
But see, Rico,
some people might think it's called an entitlement, but that did always used to be the way that it went. Go ahead.
Okay, but he's within. He's like between I think between 25 and maybe 27. I don't think he's 28 yet. And so I imagine she's pretty much in that same age range. And don't they look at that thing a little different today?
Yeah, they do, but at the same time, you know, people are inconsistent and they're opportunistic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, independent women still believe that they want an old school man. Some of them say, man, you know what, I couldn't have been like them women in the past. But then at the same time, they looking, wait, what's going on with these men? They ain't the way they used to be. Because in the past, men were expected to do certain things. So, you know, in this day and time, you know, you have a environment that is this where women want the traditional man, but at the same time, they want this new adjustable man that can stretch and be, you know, I call it the fit chihuahua syndrome.
Wow.
You know, they want a chihuahua man. They want a man that could be like a chihuahua, like, you know, our parents Hilton used to have a little chihuahua in our purse, and women got to carry these little dogs around. Ooh, I love my little dog. This is my companion, painting their toenails and stuff. They want a man that they could talk to like that, you know, if they can talk to like a girlfriend. I think that's why it's so easy for them to call certain men girl if they think that they're a girl. They find some type of comfort in that. But at the same time, when needed, they want that man to turn into a pit bull.
Yeah. Wow. So
I mean, you know, I think that might be what the situation is. And when she suggested, hey, you want to go out on another date? If he grew up in a traditional space, he might also believe that, hey, you know, yeah, we can. I can afford it.
That has a tendency to get real expensive, though. Cassandra, what do you?
Now, some men don't feel comfortable. Some men don't feel comfortable having a woman paying for the bill. I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable at all to have a woman paying for my date. It's hard for me to even accept gifts from women.
That's good. Cassandra, what do you say to that? Is the way he thinking right, wrong? Because the first time he did invite her out and they had a good time. The next 2 times, Cassandra, she did the inviting, but when the bill came, she slid the bill on over to him, or act like she didn't, or just act like she didn't see it. Is he wrong in what he's thinking, that maybe she's just trying to get a free meal out of him, or she's using him, or what do you say to that, Cassandra? What is that?
I'm very, 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 very old school, and for me, this is just me, guys. When it comes to dating, he's gonna pay every time, unless he lets me know that he can't do it. I don't mind doing it, but I'm just old school. I believe that a man should pay the bill, unless that woman, you know, unless he can't. If he can't, I'll gladly do it. But mine is out of just old school. Mine is just out of old school. It has nothing to do with, you know, women making more than men. I'm just old school. And the meal doesn't have to be for me or wherever we're going. It doesn't have to be anything, that's costly. I'm very low key and low maintenance.
So even Cassandra,
we can cook together.
Exactly. Even if you invite him out, you still want him to pay?
If I invited him out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
No,
I'm sorry. I mean, because
no hesitation.
Example.
Yeah.
I just invited somebody to attend an event with me this weekend, right? And so it was like, well, do you want to go get something to eat beforehand or afterwards? And I was like, yeah. So then, I invited him out. But yeah, he's gonna pay for it. I'm sorry, and I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind. I'm just old school. I just believe that the man, as the leader and as the head or whatever, even though we're not married, I just have this idea of men being the provider, the leader, and as a part of that, pick up the tab. If you can't, God knows I'll pay for it in the drop. I have no problem with it at all. Okay. But just traditionally, that's just who I am. I mean, that may sound horrible, and
no.
But
that's the way it is.
Want to hear him, say, yeah, I got you, whatever. That's just me.
But see, and that's I think that's a generational thing. But I think this new generation, they got this idea, this mindset. If you doing inviting, you're doing to pay.
Yeah, the newer generation, they do things differently, and that's fine. Listen, if she wants to pay every time, pay, girl. Go and slide your card over there or your cash. I don't care. I'm just saying, for me at 67, oh yeah, I want him to pay. Okay. I want him to pay just as a man. If he cannot do it, I'm gonna repeat this because I don't want nobody getting it wrong. If he cannot do it, I will gladly pay with no problem.
Okay. Good deal. Willa, what do you say to this, Willa?
Well, first of all, I'm like Miss Cassandra. It's not, old school, new school. I don't care what you call it. Let's just look at what it should be. It should be training our young men and our young girls how to date. And when you're going on a date, first of all, what is your objective in dating in the first place? What's your goal? So, in doing that, I've learned this because I didn't know it when I was younger. Nobody taught me how to date. I didn't know what it really consisted of or what it should look like. But what it should look like is very much what Miss Cassandra said. That a man, if he takes a woman out, that he should pay for it. That's just being part of the manhood. Now, if she does, or sometimes she wants to, and now you've been dating for a while, and you know you got a good man. Hey, it's my treat. Let me do it this time. It's okay. You got to look at the motive of the heart. If somebody does something, but anybody, period. So you got to teach the root of why you're doing something, not just do it, but why are you doing it? When you go away and you walk away, what do you want that person to think about you? It's not so much the money, the material part of it. It's building your character as a man and as a young lady.
Okay.
The dating part.
Okay.
And I wish somebody had taught me that. Maybe some dates I went ahead to go on. But that's the thing. The mindset is what we really should be teaching our generation about what it looks like when you're dating.
Now, let me ask you this question. Okay, well, before you go, let me ask you this question. What are we going to do with the ideal? What are we going to do with the idea that they have that And some women will do this. You know, I hate to say it, but it's true. Just trying to get a free meal out of him because she invited him the next 2 times and he paid. What are we gonna do with the idea of him thinking that he's being used?
So first of all, Raheem, it's the character of what kind of woman most women, most men look for.
Amen.
Because you are right. See, now if you are a man and you always looking for this certain kind of woman, you know her character.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. And then you're putting yourself in that kind of position.
Mm-hmm.
See, like I'm telling you, you don't look at the act. You look at the character. Because most women want a pretty woman. You better get you an ugly one. Because she don't think.
Wow.
I'm just saying, not all the time. I'm not just saying that. I'm just trying to throw some things out there.
So what are you saying?
If things ain't working out for you, you got to stand back, examine what you're doing, and change something about what you're doing. It's not so much the who's paying. It's who I'm sitting down with, sharing the time that God has given me of my life and the objective of what I'm going on this date for. That's what you got to look at.
Boy, I know.
So whether he paid all the time and she may say, you know, you such a good man, I want to pay sometime.
Yeah.
It's totally up to the two individuals. But I'm trying to get you give you another perspective to look at dating. What you gonna tell your young man, your young girl, how you gonna raise them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, make sure you pay all the time. Now you setting them up for just the issue of paying and not what they're looking for when they go outside.
Amen.
Boy, I know what's wrong with you. I know what your problem is, but this is Uncle talking to him. Boy, I know what your problem is, boy. You out here, you just want all them pretty girls, boy. If you really want to get you a good woman, go find you an ugly one. She appreciate you more. She appreciate you more, boy. She treat you better. Is that what you're saying, Willa? He need to go out there and get an ugly one?
You know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, keep it real. Come on now.
Okay.
It ain't so much about them. That's what's wrong with the dating system today. And come on now. Everybody know what the objective is.
Mm-hmm.
So stop playing.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to the ladies. So I'm Toya with a T. Good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Hey, doing good. Toya, fella, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit here. He's 25, 26, 27 years old. Dating. And he's dated this one young lady. You know, he actually invited her out the first time to go on a date. They had a good time. The next 2 times, she invited him to go out. Let's go grab something to eat. Let's go catch a movie, whatever we're going to do. Next 2 times, she invited him to go out to dinner. I guess she had a good time. They had a good time together. But when the bill came, she either slid it over to him or act like she didn't see it. And he's asking this question. Is she using him? Is she just trying to get a good meal out of him? And should she pay sometimes? Toya, what do you say to that? Now, go ahead, take it from there.
Well, I'm sorry. I got the last part of the old school guys.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the men in my family did stuff. Mm-hmm. And they don't really look for the woman to pay. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what I'm used to. However, I'm a different kind of woman. Mm-hmm. I'm a different kind of woman. So I understand the premise on why most women, that's what we do. We got to get the guy and I'm just saying, it's coming from the 90s. They don't do this no more. You got to get the guy. He's going to take you out, take you to the nice place. He's going to go all out. He's going to spend a couple of points. Matter of fact, he's going to like you so much, he's going to make sure he buy you and your girl drink. That's the 1990s.
Yeah.
But now, it's not like that. And me, because I never wanted to come off as like a needy woman. That's why I'm kind of independent. Is why I buy the dinner sometimes. Because I feel like that's just unfair, putting everything on a man. You know, I was raised by a dad. And I was like, nah, women be using them, we be out trying to just get a meal and all that. In my 20s, that's what I did. I don't agree with it no more. So the way that I show you that I'm 100 is if you pay the check, I'm going to leave the tip. If I call you, not you call me and ask me out. If I call you and say, hey, come out with such and such, I'm paying for it. If I call you and say, hey, let's go to the movies, I'm paying for it.
Yes.
I'll pick up the phone and invite you someplace.
Exactly.
Keyword. I invited you. You didn't say, hey, come go with me. I said, hey, come go. You don't know if he got money. You can't assume if he got money. It could be some kind of mental test that women do that I really dislike. Because you're not going for the guy that's going to love you. You're going for the one that's going to buy you. So what I'm learning with one old boy told me is that I'm not going to try to buy you because I'm not trying to make up for anything in the background, that I'm going to buy you everything. And I think sometimes that's what women look for. So for the young man, I feel like if you really, 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 really like her, it takes more than 3 times. And of course, if you're the man, you're going to be the head, you're going to at least do your job. But, 90 days of probation should be long enough for you to determine if this person is capable of fulfilling the job that you need. And if you want somebody that's going to be on their cell phone all the time, keep on dating her. But if you want somebody that's going to go ahead and actually put in the work, I say go ahead, drop that, and go ahead and keep moving until you find somebody that you don't have to ask. You ain't got to look at them up under your eyebrow. You ain't got to kick that meat up under the table. But when you go out, simply, you know what, babe? I know we can say, you got the dinner and I got the tip. And that might be your girl.
That's good. That's good. Now, Curtis, what do you say to this here, man? You sitting at the house. The first time you invited her out. Next 2 times, she invited you out. And the third time, when she invited you, sitting around the house, man, you're a single man, 24, 25, the same 26, 27, whatever it is. And you sitting around, it's a Saturday. You want to look at football all day, man. You ain't got no plans of going nowhere. You're gonna sit around, man. You're comfortable in your own house, and you're just gonna sit there and look at football all day long. Then here she go calling you to come out of your safe, out of your environment, out of your element that you wanted to be there in the rest of your day. She invited you out, Curtis. Should she pay for it, man?
Game recognized game, man. The only reason, in my mind, when I was 25, the only reason you invited me out was because you was hungry. You ain't invited me out because you genuinely wanted to be around me. You invited me out because you was hungry. Now, especially if you leaving me with the tab. But, me being who I am, I wouldn't say nothing.
A career?
I pay the tab.
Real estate agent. Would you like to buy a house?
Last meal. You would think you don't walk the green mile. That'll be your last meal coming from me. Only because now I'm starting to feel like you run a game. And I even when I was 25, man, I didn't play a lot of games, man. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. If that's the case, you could invite me out and say, how about you take
Laugh
me out
out loud is
for a
not
meal?
an answer. Do you want to buy a house?
Okay. But don't run no game. You invite me out. And then we get out and all this is on me. You sitting there and you ordering. I can't say what I want to say, but you ordering from the wrong side of the menu.
Next time we'll block you.
Okay, so I'm sitting here and I'm seeing you order from the wrong side of the menu. And I'm thinking, oh, she invited me out. She must want to get the tab. And then the meal is over and the tab is left to me and you invited me out. It's called common courtesy, man. Like, common courtesy and common decency. Like, okay, you run a game now. So, okay, that's what's up. I'm gonna cover the meal. I got that. But like I said, that'll be your last meal. Green Mile. I don't have nothing else to say about this topic, man. That's crazy.
Hey, Curtis, it ain't rubbing you the wrong way, is it?
I ain't rubbing me the wrong way. In the roundabout way. given everything that's going on, man, and everything that I'm seeing, man, like really, you know, it's hard to live. It's hard to be a civil man and live in a society that has no civility.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's hard to like, and that goes male and female. You know, it's hard to be a civil person when everybody around you has no civility. Like, come on, like, and I get it. I'm old school. I'm like Cassandra. I'm old school too. But okay, now new school is trying to play with old school.
Come on.
Oh, you want old school when old school is convenient for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's convenient for old school?
Come on, say it.
You know what I mean? Like, what's convenient for old school? You want old school? What's convenient for the old school? Male or female? So that whole topic, man, just it rubs me the wrong way because I'm seeing where, like, it just appears that, like, everybody is trying to run some kind of game, trying to finesse everything. You can't finesse everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff got to be left in the realm of reality.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. And that's the greatest lesson you'll learn, is that, you know what? At some point, I'm going to have to exist in reality.
Mm-hmm.
Reality says, if I got a woman, or if she has a man that is willing to fit the bill, give that woman or give that man a break sometime, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stop taking. And then when the topic of conversation come up, and that person look at you and say, well, what have you given to this?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you can say is a wet noodle. Man, going down the road of peace with that foolishness.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Let's keep this in. Captain Leonard. Captain Leonard, talk to me, man. What's on your heart concerning this situation?
Well, it's hilarious, by the way. This whole subject to me is hilarious. But
why is that?
Well, I just want to have to frame it a certain way, right?
Mm-hmm. Because, you know, hey, and truth of the matter, like Curtis just said, man, sometimes, man, they sometimes they're just trying to take advantage and get a free meal out you, man, and you know.
So
yeah.
So first of all, I'm gonna have to have Willow put me on the prayer list.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Because this cussing spirit came over me.
Almost got me, man. Almost got me.
Because this is all, it's funny to me, but you know, this is where all the money is made now, and especially in media, and what you see in the content, and it's these people on the dating thing and all of that. And you know what? I'm just gonna be just transparent.
Uh-oh.
It ain't tricking if you got it. Stop playing a game that you can't play.
Mm-hmm. Who's playing the game? She or he?
No. Money is territory, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Money is territory. That's how I establish my territory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you just know exactly where it's at. I have been accused of certain things because I've used to be such a great host.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want everybody to have a good time.
Yeah.
Grown men, you should be able to take another person out to dinner whenever you want. Money is territory.
But see, the thing about it, Leonard, he was at home like I told Curtis. You at home wanting to look at the game. You comfortable. You maybe got your pajamas or whatever. You ain't worried about getting dressed. You gonna be in the house all day long. You got everything. You got your wings and whatever you gonna drink and stuff like that. You gonna be at the house looking at the game. That's what you. And then you get that phone call. Hey, what you doing? Yada 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 yada. Well, let's go out and pick up something to eat and maybe go catch a movie or something like this. Now that's altered your whole plan. You had plans to stay at home. Well, it's gonna cost you nothing. And now she's invited you out, Leonard. Should she pay for it? She's taking you out to get a comfortable.
It's not about should.
Mm-hmm.
Money is territory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going because I feel like going.
Yeah. Should you pay?
Which means I got it.
Mm.
Oh, I don't go.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
It's a concept that, I think makes it a lot clearer when it comes to being a real man.
I don't think that.
No. Real men take care of responsibilities.
It's not his responsibility. She wanted to go out, and you going out.
But he's going. Is he going?
Yes, he's going.
Okay, then you be prepared, sir.
To pay.
Yes.
Every time.
Wow. You go anywhere.
Okay. I mean,
you don't go nowhere begging and broke.
Mm-hmm.
You sit your butt down till you can get the type of money to play that game you're trying to play.
I don't understand.
I'm trying to be very clean about this, Raheem.
You're doing good.
Hear me.
You're doing good.
Me, sir.
I understand exactly what you're saying, man. I understand. I'm with you. I'm not gonna say I agree, but I understand what you're saying. But my thing is this right here: if you're going to take the time, and I'm speaking up on the fella side now, because if you're gonna take the time to invite me out, I'm at home. This is what I want to do for the rest of the day. I ain't got no plans going nowhere. I'm sitting here looking at the game. The game, as a matter of fact, the game that I want to look at is coming on at 7:00.
So what about no thank you?
You can't say that. You can't say that.
No, that's what you should say.
Mm-hmm.
If you worried about how you gonna pay, don't go.
Why should you have to pay anyway?
Because you need to be responsible for you.
Yes. What is he doing there?
I'm just gonna be plain and blunt about it.
Come on.
Men want the cootie cat.
Oh,
cootie cat.
Thank you, Miss Cassette. They playing games.
I'm just being honest.
Thank you, ma'am.
In my years, I'm 67 now. Over the years, I have had men to take me out to dinner, ask me out to dinner, and then at the end of the evening, they thought they were coming to my house or I was going to their house so that they could get cootie cat. No, Negro, you're not getting cootie cat. For a $20, $30, I don't care if it was a $5,000 meal. So men have.
See.
I'm gonna stop right there.
See.
Me and Mr. Sandra are pretty much.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this right here. And some, if we're gonna be adult about this whole situation, this part of the conversation, let's be adult about this part of the conversation, because just like y'all say that the men want the cootie cat, then there's a part of us that y'all want as well. It's a give and take. Just like you have to give it to me, I have to give it to you.
Not really.
Thank you, Toya.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Toya.
What do you mean? How could there be an exchange?
When we love y'all for you. It's not because we want sex, because we want money. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the gold digging female.
Mm-hmm.
That's their point.
Mm-hmm.
When we love a man, we don't love a man for sex. We could not have sex like his boo and it doesn't matter. We don't just love him because of the things that he can do. When we love a man, we love him for our own reasons of love. Versus you guys, y'all act like it, but you really want sex. And if you can't have sex, my daddy told me that.
So
if you don't get none and they stay, that's how you know they really love you. Because a man not gonna stay with a woman without sex. So it's different for women.
So hold on. So women don't want sex. Women don't want sex.
Raheem.
Yeah.
Raheem.
Yeah.
Who whistling?
I think we just need to put a disclaimer out there, man, that we are not speaking for all men and women.
Yeah.
Because I know differently when it comes to women wanting certain things. And I know that men that have options. I know women that will pay a man because he's working with a monster. They'll share that man. And they'll tolerate and put up with the fact that he's broke just to have a piece of a man. So, you know, yeah, man, I hear what the women are saying and the men are saying, but let's be mindful of the fact that we can't speak for every person.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it's
well, I'm not saying that's everybody. Of course, we can't. We could not. I hope that nobody in here would put everybody in the same box, but we can say that it is a known and a proven fact that men, most of the time, if they buying a meal or whatever, they want Critter Cat. That's the bottom line. I mean, we can be adult about it, and we can still be Christians and say that's true. I don't know.
I like how Miss Cassandra.
Hold on.
To say this.
Hold on. Let me pause one because we got people just sitting around waiting right now. I want to make sure I get everybody involved in this conversation. Tucson, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I still say it's a give and take though. Go ahead though. Tucson.
So.
Oh Lord.
So the first thing is, I've learned I'm not going nowhere ever anymore that I can't afford to go.
Amen, sir.
I'm not doing it.
Thank you.
It's not gonna set me up. No time. I'm grateful for it. I don't, Raheem, I'm say this. Don't invite me to no events. You invite me to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I put the bill. I'm not going. I'm not going.
Exactly. There you go, Tucson. There you go.
At all.
Yep.
So I'll take a rain check.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't afford to go, I'll take a rain check.
Thank you.
But see, the thing about what you said was this: if somebody going to invite you, though, don't expect if they invited you, don't expect for you to pay, though, right? Because they invited you.
That's okay. But if I can't afford to go, whether they invite me or not, I'm not going.
Thank you, Tucson.
Before I leave my house. I'm not, because something could happen along the way. They might not be able to afford it. They might be a gold digger. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. I put my bill. Nobody puts my gas in my car. That's my car. I should put gas.
Yeah.
I want you to take me to the store. You mean to tell me I'm going to take you to the store and I'm going to eat? I ain't going to take you. Period. I'm not going to be set up.
Yeah.
Now, this thing about we put not necessarily putting all men, but most men in the same bucket. You gotta watch these heifers today.
Wow.
Cause they already on go when they call you on the phone. Some of them, not all of them. I don't go with them. They got something funny and you can't wash it off. We live in a society that you better not hear about sex.
Yeah.
Because they got something funny.
Yeah.
And it'll kill you dead.
Dead.
It may not kill you today, but it'll kill you later. So you better have something else on your mind.
But I just
so right here,
yeah.
I don't go nowhere with nobody if I ain't got the money in my pocket.
Thank you, sir.
Period.
But I just want to know. I just want to know
what you doing.
Look, Tucson, I want to know your clear-cut answer to this, though. If somebody invites you out to dinner, should you have to pay for the dinner if they invite you? Whether you got the money or not, should you have to pay? If they invite you to go out to dinner, should you have to pay for that dinner?
We're gonna be clear about that. See, usually, Raheem, I'm kind of like Toy. if you invite me and some kind of way we got it, I'm having it in my pocket.
Yeah.
But you gonna either say, "Oh, I got it," well, I'm gonna pay the tip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or
That's
somewhere
good.
along the line, I'm gonna do that deed back to you somewhere. Somewhere along the line. I don't care if you paying for it at the grocery store. I see you at the grocery store, I'm gonna say I got it. Because I don't want to be in debt to nobody.
Yeah.
And trust me,
That part.
hey, and Miss Cassandra has been trying to tell y'all. A real man don't mind paying what it costs. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it may be, he ain't gonna have no problem. If he want it, he'll give you whatever it is for it. So don't ever get it twisted. This a good time. This is good time. We focus too much on doing things we ain't got no business. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got hauled in for questioning because it seems as if
we gotta be careful.
Say that again, sir.
I said we gotta be careful because we tittering on that on it what's the word I would have? I just said prostitution type thing, pimping if you got it.
Bruh, you can call it what you want. You can go to anywhere or wherever it may be. Of course, everybody love it if it's free.
Mm-hmm.
But if you that type of person, you just that type of person. I believe in being like, I like how Toussaint put it and mixed it with what Cassandra said. If y'all want to come back to a society where things are in more order and people understand and there's less misunderstanding, let us all be clear about what it is we're doing. The choices that we make. Don't you get your butt up and go nowhere and you wasn't planning on it and you know you can't afford it. No, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
you got some folks, remember how when you coming up, you got some kids, especially if you're in a place like Atlanta or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We going to 3 and 4 different clubs a night.
Yeah.
And you know how much it costs to get in these clubs. Now, we're not waiting in no line now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stop playing.
But see, my whole thing is this.
So Raheem, when you get a chance, I waited.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me know.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You go out there and get your wife, you won't have to worry about
it. Go ahead, Frank. I was going to come to you. You're next on the list anyway, brother. Go ahead.
I want to divide this into 2 different categories.
Mm-hmm.
And I come from being a very aggressive man when I was dating. When I was out in the streets dating, dude, I enjoyed pursuing women more than they did. So the cost didn't matter. I enjoyed the chase. What Leonard is saying, and this might not hold true for everybody. When I took you out, I was taking you somewhere that you could not have imagined that you were going to go. I wanted to take you somewhere and blow your mind so bad that I'm not going to have to worry about you calling me back. Mm-hmm. I'm not taking you to my house. I'm taking you home. Because I love that look in your face of, I can't believe we just did this. I'm not taking you to the restaurant that everybody's going to. Hey, you off tomorrow? Yeah. Well, let's go to dinner. Oh, okay. We get on the road. We've been on the road a couple hours. Where are we going? Chicago. This restaurant there I want you to check out. And I'm not getting a room in Chicago. After we eat and have fun and go to a jazz club, we're driving back home. Fall asleep on the way back home. I got you. Because I want to blow your mind. And like you said, don't hate the game. Dude, if you decided between me and some other dude, he gonna have to come right. Now, I've been married almost 25 years. My wife still doesn't pay for dinner. Because, see, I still believe in where it says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So I started pursuing her. Mm-hmm. And the fun of pursuing her was she wasn't always available. She didn't always make herself available. And I like that. Everybody likes to be teased a little bit. Hey, let's go out. Oh, no, I got something else I can do. I got something else I got to do. Maybe next weekend. I don't want you available all the time. So it got to the point where she stopped telling me no. But just like before, I had a goal and I knew what I was after. When I came into the body of Christ and I was looking for a wife, I had a goal then too. So now, does my wife pull her weight 100%? Mm-hmm. But when we leave here going to dinner, I still pay. Call me old school, call me whatever. But, I had a rule when I was coming up, don't touch that bill.
Now, Frank, let me ask you this.
If you touch it and look at it, you're paying for it. Mm-hmm. So don't touch that bill. And they understood that. Oh, okay. But that gave them a reference about me.
Doesn't matter.
And you
doesn't matter. Frank,
know when a woman doesn't have. Go ahead.
Doesn't matter that she invited you out.
Not at all. And see, the difference is, and I'm glad you said that, Raheem, is the difference is the conversation. I love old school conversation because what happened was women would let you know that they were available over the weekend. Hey, you having a conversation? Hey, what you doing this weekend? Oh, no, I got pretty much everything done. I'm just gonna take it easy. Well, what do you plan on doing? Well, I may go to, da-da-da-da-da. Hey, well, do you mind if I go with you? I'm still pursuing her. Oh, no, you can come. So she makes herself available. She tells you what she's doing. Even if she wants you to come, make that joker pursue you. And he will pursue you your whole life. I'm still pursuing. I'm still chasing that good thing. Right now, I still chase my wife. I still try to blow her mind. But that's just me.
Good deal. Anybody else have anything else they want to say?
Teach, Frank.
He just gave some great. Maybe it's because of where we from.
Okay. All right. Somebody wanted to say something.
I do.
Wait a minute, Leonard. Say that again. That's what.
Maybe it's because where we from, but if you gonna play this game, you got to play this game.
Say it again, Leonard. That's what?
Yep.
Man, y'all go ahead with that, man. Y'all go ahead with that, man. Hey, Tucson, go ahead, man.
That's where we from, baby.
Tucson, go ahead.
Well, y'all talk that noise if you want to. Y'all stop talking out of turn. Y'all disciplined like the children running through the house. Anyway.
Stop it, man. I waited 40 minutes to say something. Stop it.
I know you did. Now, here's the kicker. Now, not no more. But when we were going out and doing all that, I knew how to treat a woman based on how she was. If she wasn't wife material, get her some water. Can you get me a drink? Or can we get her some more?
Pass the plate. Preacher don't preach. Pass the plate.
What I want. Wait. What I want to call for?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So you told the bartender. You told the bartender to give him some water.
Can I please chime in? Right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. Let Tucson finish his thought. I'm gonna come to you. Go ahead, Tucson. Finish your thought.
No, I'm just saying. And then look, they say you cheat. I said, tell all your friends.
So they run together. They stick together.
You put ice in her water so she can have less water.
Wow.
I'm
Go ahead, Curtis.
Tucson forgot to let me.
Thank y'all, because I've been going through some things the last week and a half, man.
From Atlanta.
And y'all made me think about my daddy.
Mm.
A long time ago, my daddy told me something. There's no disrespect to the women. But my daddy told me something that in 54 years, I gotta say it, man. Kurt was right. Big Kurt was right.
Yeah.
He said to me, man, look, when you're dealing with women, man, I need you to understand something, Ben Kenobi. I said, what? I need you to understand something, Ben Kenobi. I said, what's that? He said, man, a woman, she's slipping in a can of oil spread out on a sheet of ice. And there's no doubt to women. But women truly know how to play the game. They truly do. And they play it better than us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to keep it real. When they want to play, I don't know how many of y'all got homeboys that y'all knew was the hardest mother scooter on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Delilah comes along.
Lord.
And what was is now sugar.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It can be hard. And I done been in the same environment, same place, same time, where literally Samson is beating all the crap out of another dude. And Delilah walk up, and all of a sudden, this love gets soft as cream pie. Women, y'all, I mean, it's no knock to y'all, but y'all slick. Y'all slick. If we go with the purpose of what Raheem just threw out, you telling me that this woman called and invited him out. And guess what? Most of us on this line is bashing him for saying, oh, no, I don't know, baby, you invited me out.
Exactly.
Why he ain't got the money? What y'all mean? He got the money in his pocket. He just saying, look, I thought it's my money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying attention to what I spend.
Yeah.
I get it. Because I was one of those people like Frank. Listen, let me just be honest. When I was 19 years old, Raheem, I lived somewhere in Baltimore that black folk did not live.
Mm-hmm.
I lived on the harbor. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I done took women to my house, and literally, she looked me in my face and said, oh no, I got to get something here. No, that ain't what you're here for. Kurt, no, that's not what you're here for.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't want no cat.
Mm-hmm.
We just want your presence. That's how slick y'all is. Sometimes we just want you to just be around. I don't want nothing from you. I don't need no sex. It come a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm. Good deal.
Most of us could have it by the dozen.
Mm-hmm. So glad God has his hand on my life, Raheem. Because
listen,
hold on.
We're at 10 o'clock.
This is what we're gonna do.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
After you go to the minute.
No. We're gonna continue this We'll continue this conversation tomorrow.
Okay, before we end for the day, please let me say this.
Go ahead. Quickly now.
Leonard said something. He said, because of where we're from.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan, especially Detroit, is known for jokers wearing pink gators. Okay, I mean, it's known for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell you something. Y'all laugh and joke about it, but that's why I split it up from when I was a whoremonger and then when I became a believer. It's a difference. It is a total difference of how you move and how you conduct yourself. Man, I'm gonna tell you, some of you jokers, y'all's women and the women that y'all hung around with would have been easy prey. Because it's not about who deserves being treated well. The one who least deserves being treated well. I'm going to treat her the best. Because guess who's watching? All of her friends.
All of her friends. All of her
Why
friends.
is he being so nice to her? Did you see what he just did? She ain't even that cute. He walked up in the midst of all of us and brought her. I'm gonna give y'all, because see, I'm married. I'm not dating anymore. I'm gonna give you this nugget. I walked up in the middle of a group of jokers, about 30, 40 jokers, and I brought this girl a dozen roses. And people have brought a dozen roses before, but here was the difference. 11 of them were red. One was white. And she said, "What is this white rose?" I said, "Because in every dozen, there's one that stands out. And that one is you." Oh, the women around her, dude, had a moment.
Go on,
Like,
boy.
Yeah, they had a moment. But dude, that put me on the map. Like, he walked up to her with 12 long stem roses, and one was white, and he told her that thing went through the neighborhood like fire. You treat that one that everybody say ain't worth it. You just, man, you glorify her. Word to get out. It's you don't hate the player, hate the game.
I got you.
And you talk about women being slick. They not slick.
Oh man, they slick, man.
They're
No,
the
they slick.
why.
They slick, man. They slick. They Crisco slick. They
No. They the reason. They are the reason why, Raheem. They're the reason why. We're in the pursuit of them.
Hey man, y'all really, oh my goodness, man.
Man, y'all, yeah. Hold on, Rico. Hold it to tomorrow, Rico. I need you on early tomorrow. We're gonna pick it up tomorrow, man. Hold it. I know
I
you.
don't know, man. I don't know if I can even come back tomorrow and hear this right here, man. I mean,
Come on. I'm counting on you, Rico. I'm counting on you, brother. I'm counting on you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm counting on you, brother.
You counting on him, Raheem?
I'm counting on you. Cause there's a lot we're gonna cover tomorrow.
Let me just throw this out there real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody got a little real quick 3 minutes. Mine's gonna be real quick. There's a big difference in between being a trick and a sucker. And I know women that have called those desperate men out that are willing to pay to play, and got them to pay for every meal, take them home, and then call me for dessert.
And see
that part right there, you know, if you're not careful, you'll leave a man wide open to be a sucker to that every time. Girl, he just happened to be on a date with me. Girl, I know he's trying to get this, but he ain't got a chance, but he got that money. I'm gonna get him to take me to the most expensive restaurant. And then as soon as she get home, guess who she called?
Yeah. And that's why I say that Crisco slick. But listen, we got hold on. We're gonna start this up tomorrow. And everybody that's listening, y'all gotta be a part of this tomorrow, because tomorrow is Way Out Wednesday. So ain't no telling what you're gonna get in this conversation tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be gooder than good. It's gonna be the goodest than good. I'm gonna tell y'all now, let y'all know. Cassandra Alexander Green, what is our hot topic of the day?
Our hot topic from today, of course, comes from your friendly White House folk, Head Heffro, whatever the heck his name is, wasn't it Head, the military, running the military. He has again fired 25 senior military officers. And it is of high concern to former generals and high-ranking military officials, because why would you pull the people that know what they're doing and either fire them or retire them before their time. This is a dangerous move.
Yep.
This is what the people who know, the people, the generals, the retired upper military officers said that is extremely dangerous for this country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
that's your
and it is.
Hot topic for the day.
And leaving us very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Tucson, you'll get this on your way home. Tucson, you there?
Yeah, I was trying to unmute Raheem because I was thinking in this conversation about Hosea. Oh Lord, you get this when you get home. some people are in the same predicament. They know.
Good Lord. Hey, hey, hey.
Male or female?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Willa, after he said that
all their children is just like that.
Stay right there, Tucson. Don't you go no further. Don't you go no further. Willa, with him saying, Willa, you know we got to have to follow that as a word of the day. Excuse me.
You got that right, especially after what Tucson just said.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to always remember we got to change some things about our lives. We laugh, we talk, and we joke. But the most important thing is whatever I do in life, I have to live with it. Whatever seed that I plant in this life is going to come back to me. So we got to always put God first in our lives. So go to Psalms chapter 121.
Mm-hmm.
Always remember that the Lord is the keeper.
Yes.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Bless you.
The same God that kept Israel will keep you. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. And most important, the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Amen.
So read Psalms 121. You can start at the first verse if you want. But believe this, that whatever seed that we plant in this life is going to grow to turn out how you water it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word of today.
Good deal. Good deal. Cassandra Alexander Green. Yes.
Since we've been giving out dating advice today, can I give a Tuesday tip for today?
Yeah. Tuesday tip. Let me hear it.
Well, this goes out to my black people. Like I said, we've been giving out dating advice. I'm going to give some parenting advice.
Mm-hmm.
Please stop allowing your black children to go in environments where they are in a sea of salt.
Is that based on the young man that they just found dead a couple of days ago?
And so many more.
Mm-hmm.
So many more children and women that want to go on the overnight sleepovers and have slumber parties and get found in the backyard. And chefs that decide to go kayaking with friends and do something different outdoors. People that decide to go hiking with friends, go on hunting trips with certain friends, and they are the only piece of pepper in a sea of salt.
Mm.
And that piece of pepper goes missing.
Mm. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Cassandra Alexander Green, are you there? Cassandra?
I'm here.
Somebody joined this broadcast late today, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, even 9:30. And they say, Lord, they talking about some good stuff today, talk about Crisco Slick and talk about all kind of things. I wish there was a way that I could hear it in its entirety. Cassandra, are you able to help them out?
You can definitely help them out. If you've missed any part of the show and would like to see or hear it in its entirety, tune in to DKMMediaGroup.com at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, if you've missed any part of the show and would like to see or hear it in its entirety, tune in to DKMMediaGroup.com.
Good deal. Now, the time that everybody wait for and everybody be with anticipation, they want to hear the pledge at the end of the broadcast. It's time for the pledge, and I want everybody to join in and let's say this thing loud and say it proud. I would take this day.
I take this day
and be the best that I can be.
And be the best that I can
be
be.
the best that I can be.
Do the best that I can.
Do the best that I can.
Do the best that I can.
And help as many people as I can to do the same thing.
And help as many people as I can to do
the same thing.
I promise to do it with love.
Promise to do it with love.
Compassion.
Compassion.
And the grace of God.
And the grace of God.
Giving him all the honor.
Giving him all the honor.
Giving him all the honor.
All the praise.
All the praise.
And all of the glory.
And all of the glory.
All the glory.
In the name of my Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ.
In the name of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Amen, amen, and amen. Christ. Thank you, Lord.
Amen, amen, and amen. Did y'all hear an echo at the end? Wah, 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 wah. Tucson, what did you hear, brother?
Nothing.
Huh?
It almost seemed like I got to change, and I ain't changing for nobody. So,
okay.
Anyway, they got some people go to church looking for a girlfriend.
Lord,
when they get her, they want to bring her back to church and leave her.
Rico, what did you hear? We ain't fooling with Tucson. Rico, what did you hear today, man?
Man, I don't like Tucson, man. I don't think they go to church looking for a girlfriend. They're looking for two. Nah, I just tripping. That was good participation, man. That was good participation. I'm being sarcastic.
Lord.
We want more than that, Cassandra. We want more than that sometimes.
That man down the street from down the hall from Cassandra. That man that comes down the hall from Cassandra.
Look, whoa!
That's what he wants.
Whoa!
I got my teeth in today.
Where Willow at? Willow!
I'm right here. I'm waiting.
Are you ready?
Right here.
Yeah.
I'm not ready this morning. Ready. First thanking the Lord. And now ready to receive and deliver God's message. So come on, Raheem. Let's go.
Well, Miss Willa Mae Brown, since you said it like that, and I ain't got no reason to doubt you, I just got one more thing to say to you, and that is, Willa, let's go.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to get up. Allowing us to see another day. A day that we never see. But Father, this morning I'm asking you to regulate our minds, our hearts, and our soul. Help us, oh Lord. Encourage us, oh Lord, better to change things in our lives. Make us better as people. Help us, oh Lord. To help the people surrounded around us. Not being selfish, but standing out. It's everybody you with. Father, do you know how much power? I know you know. Because you try to give it to us each and every day. But it's just up to us to be obedient and pick up. Thank you. Thank you. Because your word is a fire. A lot of us might be going through it, but we can think of what people were. Your presence, your grace, mercy upon us around the evil.
Yes.
That tries to invade our lives. The testimony who lost her.
touch your Father, soul, spirit. Father, we're reaching out to you because we know you're the only one that can change something in our life. Father, fix the hope, those that are. Father, we thank you for the prayer right now. Not a selfish prayer, but it's a prayer that we know that you can bring. Thank you for the morning glow.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you for each and every last one that is on this planet. Father, whatever it is that they're struggling with, whatever it is that they're dealing with, I'm asking you, oh Lord, because you already know. But we're asking, Lord, so that we may bring to your attention that we know you know. So help us right now.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus, for all the blessings that you've bestowed on us already. We thank you for the we thank you for our healing and for peace. Father, we thank you for this. We honor you, Lord. We lift you up in your Son, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Touch Charles and know that. Father, we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And whatever the question, the answer will forever be yes, Lord. Want to invite you all, if you all are not busy this Thursday, we're actually starting a new show on DKM called Let's Be Heard. It's going to come on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're available, come and check out that new broadcast that's going to be here on DKM. And we got others that's coming as well. So keep your eyes and ears open. We got a lot of different broadcasts that's actually coming on board with DKM. And trying to grow. All right. But I want to thank everybody for joining us. More than that, I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and Associates and the Morning Glow for being a part of your day. It is now 10:29. You're about to exit the Morning Glow. But before you go, I want you to do me two favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us because we are certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number two, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug. Because you never know, it could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Then we shine some light on you from the Morning Glow. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine. If you get an opportunity, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Won't that be a beautiful thing? Have a great day. Take care of each other, and please, please, please be blessed. Give somebody some love and truth. They would appreciate it, and I'm sure that you will as well. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow morning, if God says the same. Have a great day, y'all. Love you, and be blessed.
Welcome to the stage where hearts unfold in the morning glow, stories untold. Let's play with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting in every heart. Let's tap into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently salt. Let's paint with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. A symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair. Let's sow seeds of unity, watch them grow in this garden of hope under the morning glow. Let's bridge the gaps, erase the line in the tapestry of hearts that love shine. With every word, a step we take towards a brighter dawn for all our sake. Welcome to the morning glow, where dreams take flight in this realm of possibilities. Let's unite, together we stand, hand in hand, healing the nation across the land. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow, let's make the switch. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow, let's make the switch. Let's symphony of voices harmonizing the air.